Hi guys, JD here. Welcome back to the Imaxit Football channel. Hope you guys are having a wonderful evening, I should say, because it's actually midnight for me. Hope all of you guys are pretty much having good Sunday dinner. Yes, and if you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe. And our fans, our subscribers, I should say, keep on sharing the video around. It really and truly helps. Yes, so today we're going to be looking at the problems that Andre Blake has had with the national team and how we can fix that problem and how we can actually improve the Jamaica national team towards somewhat of a success before the 2026 World Cup. That is the whole conversation. But in between those conversations, we will try and drop you the normal things like the players that are injured, players that played well, players that didn't play it well. If they do, will actually make it in the end. All right. So that's what we're going to start with first. Let me make sure to give everyone some shout out. We have Sean Base here. Bless up, Sean Base. Hope all is well with you and the farm. Dr. GG here already as well. Massive respect. Hope you are well with you and your family over there. And then we have Chevan Peart as well here. Sean Base, please do share the content for me, please. All right. Yes. So thanks, Chevan Pierce. Massive respect. So, anyways, now let me just go with the personals, like the personals that had situation not going their ways and stuff. Yes, so let me start there first. So with Shamar Nicholson, when we saw Shamar Nicholson out and personals asked me about that situation, well, I'm here to tell you that they're stating that Shamar Nicholson might have, he has a slight injury problem. That's the reason why he never traveled with the squad. Because they stated here, Keith Balde is unwell. Shamar Nicholson has a slight injury. Both were not included in the application by the decision of the coaching staff. Dmitry Zelenov, head of the press service of the Red Whites, told reporters the starting lineup of Spartak for the upcoming match included Alexandra Selikov, goalkeeper, and obviously you know the rest. So that is the reason why Shamar was not there. So it looks like he has a slight injury, and maybe they will give you further updates. So you're hearing this, and this is coming directly from out of the press conference because obviously personnel would ask for him. So that is the reason why Shamar Nicholson never traveled. So maybe it's not about him not making the bench. That is the reason why he never made the bench. It's not because he's not good enough or he fell down the line. All right. It is because he's carrying a little nut there. So that is it for Shamar Nicholson. All right. Cephas, what persons ask about Cephas, it seems like he has continued his good form in a next win for his club. Yes, I want to do a video specific for that. Because sometimes when you come out and just say blanket statements, people don't really understand. And my fan base is not like that with the blanket statement. So I would properly get a video done for Cephas and try and go into the deep situations of the club, what club is at, and what the competitiveness inside the league itself. Just like how you'd have a Manchester City, and if you end up at a Manchester City and you're being playing Blackburn, it might not come off the same way. So I want to know all of those things before I jump to say certain things. But tell you what, he's coming from Jamaica, which is very much important, and he starts off well, which is very much important as well. And that's all I want to know at face value. All right, but definitely after that, um, I, I have to go deep into those things. So I can celebrate his success, but I can still go there and ask if he needs to move to somewhere because it's not good enough for him or he's bigger than there and stuff. Just like what we did with Whisper today, I would love to can give you more information. But because watching the league don't just give you the information, researching gives you the information. So I will take my time and research. And once I can finish that research, then I will bring it to you guys. Because as you know, I am I'm always trying my best to make sure I don't lead you guys down the wrong paths. At least I give you the information that you can go and check yourself, and then you respect that. So Shamar Nicholson, he is not in the team. Flemmings is not in the team. That is different. That has nothing to do with injury. That is just simply he was not picked for that team, and that the full entire team. So he never made the match day squad overall. Obviously, they have the two injuries of two key players. So we thought that he would have actually gotten an appearance at least for now, but it looks like he's further down the pecking order. So it's going to be a struggle for him. Hopefully, he does work in the future and get something going his way. You understand me? Because that's the best thing for him to get on the field, because he's in his prime, which is 26. Yeah, onwards. You understand me? So the fact that he can't get in now, it wouldn't be unfair for people to say he has surpassed his level. You understand me? Which is not where when they bought him, because they bought him in League Two. So, and he's in League One now. So it's kind of a bigger step up. So maybe, but give him a little time until he can get himself together, and then we can really check to say if he's above, he's punching above his weight or something. All right. If you guys think so, it's okay. But I will always try to give you the analytics to see if I can back up that claim. All right. Yes. So guys, as you come in, make sure you mark yourself present. Make sure you smash the like button, share and subscribe. Shavan, big up yourself. Warren Webster, massive respect. Thanks for being here. Then we have Jobless says, big up JD, enough respect. Keep the fire burning. Big up. Thank you, Jobless. And then we have Father Gart in the building, massive respect. Blue Art in the building, massive respect. Guys, remember you can re-up back your membership back to the channel. Just click the join button. You can do that. You can use a super chat, super sticker on the channel. Everything is here. And even when the stream finishes and maybe you never came here and you want to donate something, you can still donate literally on the stream now. The feature is there. You just go there and you just press it and you can still donate. It will come in the comment section as if like you donated just the same and stayed in the comment section just the same. So make sure if you want to do all of those features, it's always there. All right. And the knowledge is actually there as well. So anyways, let me give you a fast rundown and on Andre Blake. Andre Blake, for the last 1.5 years, he had some serious problems with the federation. But why we lamented on Andre Blake, because what they have said, they talked through Andre Blake. So sometimes it's not necessarily Andre Blake, it's just the entire team. But Andre Blake is just a singular personnel speaking, because if you have so much personnel speaking at once, it's always it might sound like an argument. So you want one person speaking at that time. All right, so Andre Blake is a spokesperson. So Andre Blake, the first situation was the contract dispute, where in which Andre Blake started off to say that he wanted 7,000 overall. For me, when I've done the assessment, not much personnels inside the region got 7,000. So 7,000 at that point would be a stretch. All right, but they said they started a negotiation. A negotiation simply means that you start from somewhere. You have to come back to the table, and it looks like most of the JFF at that time, they were pretty much naive and very very rash, because they couldn't deal with things in a much more balanced manner, respectful manner, and actually a professional manner, because they saw these Jamaican guys as more friends and Jamaicans. And that's where I'm going to lead to. I think this English versus Jamaican thing comes from how the federation treat personnels, because I remember one statement that Mr. Simos made once, and you could see, because look, fast forward, we are going to get back to the story, but fast forward couple months ago, like 2 months ago, when Mr. Ricketts says pretty much the local guys, them, if they don't get paid, they have to understand, because when we have the money, we give them the money, and when we don't. If it was a bunch of English players, Jamaicans, came in and they are there, they're going to make sure they do have the money. You understand me? So they only believe that they can resonate to the individuals that are locals. So that's where I think that came from, that English versus local came from. And I think it started from the Federation. And I'm going to show you how it comes from way back then, from 1998, because I heard Mr. Simos talk about the same thing. And that's how the professionalism, because persons were saying that the English guys are professional and you have to deal them according to so. And at the same time, you had the local guys them going through hard times and not getting any respect. So it automatically brings a grudge of the to the individuals them that might not even know the situation. But that's how our society have always treated the English guys them, and then automatically the personals them that's here breaking their back never got any opportunity. And when they do get an opportunity, they have to get the bare minimum. It naturally brings a little rivalry there. And that's what happened from 1998. And it actually gotten worst right here. All right. Yes, thanks very much, man. As you come in, make sure to smash the like button. Make sure to share the video around. Tell people that we're live and that we continue this conversation. All right. Yes. So, anyways, they worked it down to around $2,000 plus additional things, and then they said that they wanted a personnel that can make deals, like you have a board and they can have a say to it, a corporate governance they required at that time. All right, I don't know if all and the two physios they wanted to replicate what they do learn at their club, because now the problem the problem that's out there is to say that the local guys them that they are selecting, they are at the similar levels at the English guys, maybe not exactly similar levels, but they are outside now, so their standard has risen. And because their standards has risen, it makes it much more difficult, because you cannot treat them the same way. And that's what caused the complex situation with the JFF and the guys them about money and the facilities. All right. No, you don't have any low class players for you to take and manipulate. You have to pay everyone and you have to treat everyone at least at a higher level. So that's that money that you might have before to play with, you cannot play with it anymore. So that is the situation. And I thought that they settled on maybe 2,000, and who doesn't play after a certain amount of time maybe get less. That's how they settled it. Then right after that now, money weren't paid over, and they tried to keep everything going. No money. After the money thing started, then Tapa Whitmore came. Tapa Whitmore should have gotten fired, and the players said they are going to strike, because every single time the JFF changing everything. They are changing everything, and these guys want a balance scene, something that they can be familiar with when they're coming back in. They don't want to be shuffling every single time when they're coming back in. Like every single time you're coming back in, you have to know someone new. It's going to always lead to an additional problem. All right. And I'm going to show you how they are out of touch. The other day I heard Mr. Speed said, oh, the guys them just come to play. They don't necessarily need to know the coach. So you see, that's the same thing. So they don't even see that it is a problem for the guys them to keep on rewinding things, like not rewinding, but restarting things. They saw it as a normal thing. Oh, we're bringing in a better coach, so you can just restart. While these guys want consistency with the same personnel, because maybe they believe that the personnel can get it right over time. But you don't give it any chance. You just flip it over and move to something different, which that's not good. You understand me? But I just showed you one statement, what one of the personnel inside the JFF made, and show you that they are really out of touch, because they're saying completely opposite from what the player them saying. Because he literally said, any with the coach can come in, the players them don't really care, they will adjust to it or whatever. But that's the opposite what the guys them saying, and the guys them listening to these videos and realizing that these guys not making much sense. You understand me? Because it is the opposite. So, anyways, yet again, after that scruffle, they fired Mr. Whitmore, and then Paula came on the scene. It was like a tougher thing to get together. They stated rules that you have to have the 16+7. Paula looked like he has his hands really much tied, and they had to qualify for a Nations League, no, a Gold Cup through the Nations League. They had 2 games with Suriname and 1 with Mexico, and they need to get at least 5 points out of that to make sure they cement themselves, because it's a three team round, 3 team zone. All right, yes. It was very tough because they had limited players. Some of the players them never came in. I don't know why they never came in. And then on top of that, after some of the players that never came in, they had bad facilities before in Suriname, and then after that, they never had any plane flight to come back. So that posed all sorts of problem, and they asked for personnel to actually resign, because that is one of the final points. That is one of the final points. They cannot deal with anything more. And they came to some conclusion to state that, okay, this man is going to resign, and then we're going to move on. Up until this point, they have never, that guy has never, has not resigned, and they are still at that little peak, that little point where in which they can't get past. All right, because what I'm trying to do is try to come straight back to Andre Blake's statement. So maybe it won't look so bad to you when he comes to this point. Because remember, up to now, the guy don't resign. And they said they wouldn't have played until the guy have resigned. And they gave you their assurance to say that the guy would resign. So why people never factored that in? Those are the things that we want to set the scene with, so everyone can understand, and we work with it from there. All right? Yes. So Jamaica came back, won the Suriname game at home. So and put themselves on 4 points, and then they got a draw against Mexico, put themselves on 5 points, and they're already qualified automatically to the Gold Cup. They will be playing Mexico again next year, so look out for that. And after that, they played a few friendlies, and through those friendlies, players got stalled in positions and never really got through, to be honest. Yes, so they still have some problems inside the federation, and on the flip hand side, the girls had some problems. So it showcased that they had logistical issues at the highest level. After the next person never resigned, it showcased that they still have logistical issues at the places. So it was still a big problem. All right, and then we reached this point when Andre Blake had made that statement. All right, we are going to move over to Andre Blake's statement. All right, and then we are going to have that conversation. I know that one took a long while, yes, but we have to patch in all of the things, so when people rewatching it, so they can look at all of the situation with Andre Blake on the actual federation. Any news on the squad to play the friendly? No, SMM. No, I don't. I've gotten information, but I don't think the information is clear enough to share with personnel. I will just wait and see when the squad actually release. Martin Baker said, "Up JD was waiting on the show. No problem, man. Thanks very much, man. Love the fact that you guys still checking. Greetings, JD, analytic boss. Keep up the work. All right, massive respect. Just smash the like button so the people know that we're here and the visibility can get out there. All right, thanks very much." All right, that is great, man. Want to hit the like button? That is all. YouTube will send the people here. All right, yes. Jason also said, big up JD and the chat. Yes, man. Massive respect, big boss. Yes. Ramai Reed said, we fix in 3 steps. One of the football director, to a grandmaster coach that coaches all coaches on the island. Third, national team coach that focus just on the national team. Okay, so you would go with the method of saying that 2 personnels should be hired. A coach that is qualified at high levels, but not just qualified at high levels, can actually go on to coach places. All right, good. Fair enough. Fair enough. For example, Bielsa coaches the coaches on the island. When you have one of his assistant be the national team coach, you then have a Lagerback fixing the system in Jamaica. Simple, really simple. Okay, okay, fair enough. I don't think it's so simple, but it's okay. It's okay. I understand where you're coming from. Yes. So this is a statement that Andre Blake made. Remember, this is coming off the back of him saying that you cannot bring in certain players. And I thought that actually brought in division in the team, because that would have come across like they don't really like the English based players. All right. So that's how it would have come across. But in the end, um, I understood what he was saying in the end, all right? Yes. But it still came across a way. But maybe it just clearly shows that he just doesn't know how to phrase it the best way to cause less problem. Because even if he said it another way, it might hurt the JFF, but it might hurt the JFF, right? It might hurt the JFF and not the players, but this time it hurts the players and not the JFF. All right, yes. So he said the new coach with the same federation will probably equal the same result. So let me know, guys, if you agree with what he said or if you have a problem with what he said there. All right. When I cleared up everything and look at it properly, I could see what he's trying to say. But when Ian called in, Ian gave me a different side. So I said, okay, I can understand that. But it's tough. So we're going to break it down. I still think we need to get a keeper with better distribution of the football. He's just trying to get rid of him, without any argument. JD, when you said Jam don't have a footballing culture, you was right. If you have a culture, you produce eight and six. Look at top countries; they produce these position. We just make wing and safe. Maybe that might be correct, And why we produce so much wings and safe? It's because maybe those are the players that people willingly bought from us, like fullbacks, wingers and strikers. They bought them very much easy from Jamaica. I don't think they bought so much CDMs. If they bought a CDM from Jamaica, you can still remember their name up to this point. So that means it's a very few CDM we have actually produced. Yes, so we can't get to send them forward, then people can develop them to the level so they can come back to the country and be a vocal point in the team. It's not happening, to be honest. Yes. So it's a point. So based on what he said here, a new coach with the same federation will probably equal the same result, right? So clearly, he has got the information that it will be a new coach. So that simply means Palal is not the personnel that they're trying to bring back in. All right, it's a new coach, someone that they don't know. So they clearly are saying that, okay, adjustment period yet again. With these guys' attitude, logistical problems, more than likely, even if we have the talent to get the job done, it will still set us back on the logistical issue, set us back on the adaptability of the coach's system. And maybe if the coach want more players, you have to set us back with new players coming in. So familiarity. So that itself, even if you have the quality, it push you so back far. Maybe after 3-4 losses, you're just trying to recover. And when you have less games, then you're up against the sword. You understand me? So I thought that's exactly what he meant, You understand me? But others could have looked at it as if he's casting out the coach and want to go back and pick coaches yet again. You understand me? I want to force to keep the next coaches. And can you have your captain and your players them dictating certain things? Remember, it just happened with the girls. The girls just dictated who they wanted, and it actually worked. You understand me? Not saying it will work here, but I'm just saying it happened the last time. So I think that's how people looking at it. You get me? They don't want that to happen, and some people don't like changes none at all, and people speaking out. I don't think he was bashing the coach in any way. Even I tried to look at the statement over and over, and I don't think he was bashing the statement, the coach, and not giving the coach any respect. It might come off that way, based on how you read it, but I think he just simple trying to target the federation. But where we have to blame him now, I think he should stop looking at the federation and start targeting the job at hand. Okay, I have to be the best Jamaican footballer I can possibly be. So let me try and focus on that. And my energy might can rub off on some of the other guys. Them try and teach the guys them how to adapt properly, and maybe that would have changed a lot more things. So I would love for his attitude to change. All right, yes. So what I want to ask you, I've never said Blake is wrong. Don't move, JD. Give this a stick up. Okay. Then we have one in the house. Big up, big up. Thanks for being here, big boss. Then we have Balaki says, so way JFF are going with you now. Them a shape up themselves. Or what? No, I don't know. We have to wait and see. But we have to discuss this thing and to see if it's going to be a continuous problem towards the 2026, and it might cost us in the 2026. That's what we're trying to debate here. All right. Blake is not wrong. The issue is that he is the same guy that refused to play because of money. You can't serve two masters. He talks out of both sides of his mouth. If these players serious boycott, okay, fair enough, fair enough. All right. So what say you? You believe that the local players with, because tell you what, the biggest problem is people saying that they want to replicate 1998. They want to replicate 1998. What happened in 1998? You had primarily local based players, and then at some stage they injected foreign based players in the team, and that took Jamaica over the line. Jamaica was never in a good position to qualify, but when the two mixed, it gave you a very good boost with some luck as well, because I thought that the position that they were in, they had to have results go their way and get all the results necessary, and they got all the results necessary, and results went their way. So that is luck. All right, but tell you what, if you don't put yourself in a position, the luck does not matter. So in a sense, we still appreciate them doing that. All right. So, anyways, you have Schaefer's, one of the most successful managers for Jamaica, because he was one of the most structured manager. And remember, when we talk, we don't talk on just results, but actual structure. Because when I heard Mr. Speed said most of the coaches they came here, but they never left anything. All right. And we went back and checked some things, and maybe you could say they never left enough, but they had left things. The problem is when they left, they put in other individuals that literally come and change everything to a Jamaican centric thing, and most of those personnel weren't in the team, so they couldn't get to learn anything what the guy left. So now he's relying on these new coaches to come in to leave a manual completely. So let's see if that's going to work. All right. All right. So S Technique said, watch with a white coach coming in. All of a sudden, all the problems will be fixed. Corporate Jamaica will come on board, and everyone will fall in line. Our people are our own worst enemies at times. Okay. I hope we don't see a crazy squad. I hope it makes sense. I think it might. If we can get this thing calm down, maybe the squad will make sense. But I do believe if it does not calm down, it's going to be a problematic squad. Travis Pesu said, Imaxit checking on the ball field, getting ready. All right. Do you think, Big Boss? Be careful. Be careful. Long-term plans and long-term investment is a third world thing. Okay. Okay, cool. Wow. Bless up, JD. Big up yourself, Chris Smith. Thanks for being here. Then we have Ian checking in. Guys, remember we said we are gonna drop we're gonna try and get as much individuals on the panel. All right, we're just trying to do our normal time to build up the show. As you know, these are big stars, so I have to build up the show and everyone coming. All right. Yes. We all want to replicate 1998, but the only way to do that is to pick overseas players because the local players are 10 levels below the ones back then. We need to be realistic, and that is a problem. Well said. The problem is, guys, the local players are not as good naturally from Jamaica as the ones before, because the problem is now Jamaica development program has dropped off big time, and you're not sending enough players overseas fast enough to adapt fast to the situation. So you don't have a full squad and then you can pick a few players. And now you have the luxury of the English Premier League really drastically improved from kick and running to actual football now. So it has improved throughout all leagues. And Jamaicans being eligible to play for Jamaica worldwide kind of open up a bigger gap. So you can pick and choose who you truly want. So it literally open up a bigger market for you to choose from. So even if you had players back then, here now, you might still have competition for selection. You understand me? So clearly, what we're seeing now is just players being much better coming from abroad, much better. You get me? And you have to give up on the talent identification. All right, the talent identification you have to give up on. So you can go with the same method of the 1998, but I think the script will be flipped. It will be more overseas based players, whether or not they are born in England, because you have Leon Bailey, Shamar Nicholson, Lowe, Blake, and all of those guys. You have them mixed up. Those are majority of those personnel will be playing, and then a few local players will be in the team. At least for the next 2-3 World Cups until we can get our reps up by sending enough qualities go overseas, and then from there when you send enough qualities go overseas, then you can build up that rep, and then people will take some of your younger players and put you in different places. All right, yes. Errol McDonald, massive respect. Thanks for being here. Long-term plans and long-term investment are not third world countries' practices. All right, okay. All right, that makes more sense. So, luck is when preparation meets opportunity. Yes, that is correct. I do agree with that. All right. I hate this 1998 talk. No, but no, I understand where they're trying to come from. That's the one that works for them. So they want to replicate back what works, but we have to explain to them that it might not work. The best reviews Jamaica ever got from 1998 was actually 2015-16. All right, and I think that was under Schaefer's tenure, and we're gonna move to that. And what Schaefer brought the reality. He started with the local players and realized that that's not the way to go, and they gave you the reason why that's not the way to go. And Schaefer, to this day, I'm going to show you 2 different articles, and he started off one way and then came to the realization that it can't work, and then he told you 6 months ago what would work for Jamaica. Neil, big up yourself. Africans in 1998. Africans, if you want to join, I will drop the link and you can join. Imaxit Football. Why before we could send a Jamaican straight to the EPL, and no, we cannot, because the EPL has improved. That is one thing. Straight up, it has improved drastically, and our level inside the country has dropped big time. All right, and maybe the hunger of the players, they might not the same. Let us select a squad to face Argentina. I think we're going to only focus on this, because if we don't have the squad, and we did video on it, we can't do it tonight again. I think we have to just focus on the problems and trying to get some ways to the solution, because you never may know. The JFF, them watch every one of our videos, so if we give them some idea, maybe that is the best way to go. JD, most of those who made the world was playing for no money. They play for the love of the game. That's why I said the hunger. and then maybe the love of the country as well. You never may know. I'm not saying the other guys them don't like the country, but I'm just saying something just to say maybe the others are much more out there. And yes, Africans, bless up, thanks for being here. JD, Wunwun, all right, big up yourself, thanks for being here. Is the same thing like the female team. You black up, JD. I'm black up. Oh, what you mean? What you mean? What you mean? I don't understand. Why they always bring this white and black fact. Local not good enough, meaning coaches and players. Yes. But we are having the conversation now. What I'm gonna do? Let me drop the link so people can come on. All right, and make sure you have to have your camera on. All right, guys, it's very simple. Make sure you have your camera on. I had the plan to go. Oh, okay. I did something wrong here. Let me clear this up. Let me get the thing right here, guys. Let me get the thing here so I can pin the link so people can come on. All right. We have to just stick with the topic, man. It's not every night we have to be fighting. We can chop up it the proper way sometimes, and we don't worry ourselves. All right. Yes. All right. Let me see now. So we have pinned the link. So all of the man them, the cataracts them and all them people. I hope cataract comes closer to the end of the video, Cataract going to take over everything. Sporting 60. Big up yourself. Yes, man, we are doing it. From we said we're gonna do something, we have to fulfill it. But guys, take a little time as you come in to just smash the like button, guys. Just smash the like button so we can get the visibility and we'll just move on. All right. So let me just go through this article here. This article was from the February 23, 2022. No quick fix. Jamaica needs a long-term plan for success, says former Reggae Boyz head coach Winfried Schaefer. All right. And he continues to explain to you, former Reggae Boyz head coach Winfried Schaefer strongly believes that if Jamaica's football program is to succeed, Jamaica football program, all right? Yes, it's kind of a broader thing. The government body must invest in a long-term plan. In an exclusive interview with the Caribbean National Weekly, CNW, recently, the 72-year-old German who coached the Reggae Boyz for 3 years between 2013 and 2016 stressed the importance of developing the local talent. He also says striking the right balance by adding professional talent to complement and motivate the local players is essential. All right. It doesn't matter if you're German, English, or Jamaican. You need a long-term plan and national and international cooperation to succeed. Schaefer's offered. You can't think from match to match, from month to month. When I started as a coach in Jamaica, I stressed that point and explain the step we would have needed to take. All right. Yes. So he's giving it to you. We have my our brother came on the panel, so we're gonna just switch off and add him to the conversation. We'll keep it on the screen. So 1 second. All right. So we have Father Warren already here. We are gonna bring up the additional people and we just continue. Sorry about that, but from Father Warren comes up, we have to just go with it. All right. Let me try and get by it. Yeah. All right. Good. So we can bring it up right here. All right. So this is it. All right, so they continued here. The Reggae Boyz were officially eliminated from the 2022 FIFA World Cup finals during the last round of matches when they lost 3 consecutive games to Mexico, Panama, and Costa Rica. They remained in 7th place on 7 points, well behind leaders Canada on 25 points. The United States and Mexico are on 21 points, Panama on 17, and Costa Rica on 16. El Salvador on 9, and Honduras at the back on 3 points. All right. All 8 nations have played 11 games with 3 remaining to complete the fixtures. The boys have qualified just once in 1998 at the France edition, but have found it extremely difficult to replicate that success. Schaefer has his idea on why that has been the case. Key of development is the right balance between the scouting development and improvement of the local players on one side, and the motivation and integration of players from abroad. You need to work with the local players starting at the U16 on a regular basis, in addition to schools, academies, and clubs. The trainer team of the national team needs to be present to bring local players together as often as possible in a center of excellence and work hand in hand with the coaches of the schools and clubs. You realize how that sounds? It sounds like that's exactly what they're trying to look now. So I think maybe they took up his advice and trying to go with that now. So any coach coming on has to sign up with that. Do you agree with this statement from Schaefer's? All right, we're bringing Sir Warren. Big up yourself, Sir Warren. How you doing?
Big up yourself, JD. Yeah, man. Earlier was, a good stream earlier. So just try to replicate this in the evening. Yeah, no EPL today, so this is a great substitute. Because all the way in love with football. We need to get rid of the football mix on a Sunday. Yeah, so yes, JD. I do agree that you know the head coach should have presence in the country, and they should dictate and help oversee all aspect of the football, in terms of development of football, etc., etc. They should have a say, because the ultimate thing is the senior teams, because you'd want your local talent developing at a clip, and then that will help feed the senior team. That's why I posed the question in the chat about like the Phoenix Academy. Since Butler claims that his Phoenix players are superior to any of the high school players around, right? The thing about it is, why either they're gonna join forces with a club, right? Just like how they join forces with a high school, right? Join forces with a club, so his academy players can be fed into that club system, so they can show up the rest of the players in and around Jamaica, and show that, yes, I'm doing the right thing in the way I'm developing Jamaican talent. Because you have to have the boots on the ground, on a regular basis, to find out what's going on. I mean, I totally agree with that part, that the coach should have some kind of presence there. I mean, not maybe the whole year round, but at least a certain amount of time of the year he should be there, to oversee what's going on, you know, because we're lacking development, and we don't have enough,
Would you
high
not?
quality high
So
quality
would
coaches in Jamaica. You know what I mean?
So would you not try to do two coaches, because maybe that would be a little bit more excessive on the main coach for the national team? That is a problem, because I
That's
don't.
true. You could have a development coach as well. You're right. You're right. But they should be working hand in hand, because they should come together and form what they really want for the senior team, because the whole idea is that one, that system and a style of play, right? That can be replicated no matter who comes into the team, so they know exactly how to play and what to expect from the coach when they get here. So, and that's why all our teams look sort of out of place every time them jump in. Every time is a new set of players come in. They don't. It's like them running around with headlights, like a deer. You know what I mean? A deer in headlights. So we need some kind of consistency in terms of and continuity. in the way we play, right? And I think that also will make the players a little bit more comfortable when they get here because they know exactly what to expect. Right now, that's what Blake is trying to say. You know, basically, if the same thing continue, he's going to expect the same result. So even if the coach comes in and there's no development, there's no organizational, the support isn't there from the powers that be, then the result is going to be ultimately the same. It doesn't mean that he's not disrespect. I don't think he's disrespecting the coach because he doesn't know the coach. He's talking about the system that they have there. They need to improve the system. And so when new coaches come in, they can do their thing and give them ultimate time to do what they need to do, to get the job done. I don't know if
Okay.
you agree with
No, no, no. That's why I ask you that. It's
that.
okay. We're just trying to get ideas out there. All right. So Dean Fraser, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. And Brian Burke in the house, massive respect. Thanks for being here. Yes, man. Everyone that checks in, if I don't get your comment, still thanks for being here. JD, receptive are today's JA fans to incorporating the wider diaspora. I think it's getting better and better. So I don't think that our job that we did overall went unnoticed. And because now you have personnels from Jamaica coming back in the country telling people that no, this is how it should go because we don't have the necessarily tool to get this thing done. So they are helping them to understand because sometimes it's just through we have a culture which is very stubborn. All right. So if a person inside the country don't really know nothing from outside, um, if you say something to them, or if you're coming from outside alone, they draw the assumption to think that you can't tell them nothing, or you're gonna act like you're better than them and know it. So they're not gonna listen to you. But now, for instance, like you have some of the players them come in and they played overseas and everything, they already have that aura around them. So they will naturally listen to those guys. So I love when those guys come back, the Ricardo Gardner, Ricardo Fullers, and tell them exactly what I'm saying. They will listen a little bit different. And I think those are the things that changing the whole balance. So what I would say then, even though we are trying and it's not changing directly, it still changed indirectly because our presence is here, because person is listening to us, they are going on other people's platform and making their statements, and it's actually getting there. So more people start respecting and more appreciate for a wider set of people. I've seen enough people inside Jamaica starting to say that no man, the players are good what we have. We are selling more players more than anything else. But we might need additional help because we saw that the United States team, how big it is, the Canadian team, how big it is. You understand me? And they are sending their players and then getting overseas players to mix with them. So when those players get better and better, join with overseas players, you have a good team. You understand me? But Jamaica now, we are still stuck in the mind to say that we should just put all our local players and then get a few English players and it might work. So now we are realizing. So with what's out there on other teams, and with the personalism coming back to tell them that maybe we can't pull it off. We need to start activate our diaspora because we have quality in the diaspora. So I think they are coming around. So I have to just respect it. All right. Hope that answers you. And I think you know what I'm saying because you are the man of long answers. I'm actually football. We should applaud Maggie for taking a stance that is not playing this weekend to support the Queen. You agree? No, we don't agree. Nothing because a liar tell. He's trying to switch. He's trying to switch the fact that the guy never got in the game. JD, the thing is we can have a quick fix The reason we can have a quick fix is because of the deep diaspora pool. Then you develop the youth. Yeah, but that is a problem. I truly believe that he realized that they are not going to accept it. So he's just trying to find a different way, a mutual balance to tell them that, oh, it's just not going to work with what your plan is. So take a simpler way to take feed, drip feed more better players in it. That's what he's trying to say to them. I honestly believe so. That is exactly what he's trying to say to them. That is exactly what he's trying to say to them. uh, all right. Cast one, big up yourself. Crystal Image, big up yourself. All right. I hope Jamaica realize 2026 is the best chance to get into the World Cup. We can, yes, but the problem is,
Other teams ruin.
people keep on talking, say it's the best. It is the best. That is true because you don't have Mexico, Canada, and United States. But
Mhm,
remember,
mhm.
Panama and Costa Rica are two teams that we never seems to qualify over them. They always qualify over us, so more likely they are the ones that are going to be move into the pole position, and we might have to be looking at third and fourth. So just off history, we are looking at third and fourth, right? So we don't know which team, if we don't fix up, will come into that contention. And once one or two teams come into that contention, we're still at the same place again. You know that, Warren. We're still at the
Yeah,
same place.
yeah, man. It's like a reset. They keep pressing a reset button. And this has been happening since '98. You know, because I was around then, and then a lot of us, a lot of people in the chat probably don't even remember '98. But it's been the same thing. It's every time they're just resetting this button. I'm tired of that, man. We need to start building. We need to build. We can't keep resetting. And we have seen enough players to access what we have and say, okay, we're going with these players, and then this is the areas that we need to add. And then we keep calling the same players over and over again. Let's call them over, and then add players to it. Because if every time we have to put in 10 or 9 players, new players to debut, there's no cohesiveness. There's no, and there's no system where these players can fit right in, you know, and know what to play. Because I figure even if you're a professional, if you have a system, they know exactly what to expect when they come, and they'll fit it within that system how they're going to play. But it's total confusion, and I think I blame the JFF for that, because this should have been set in stone, from even the Schaefer days, because he left a blueprint, and obviously they're not following the blueprint, right? So you're going to get another coach that going to set a new blueprint, and then another one come and then set another one. So this total resetting the button not working for us, right? So like the commenter just said, well, if we have players of quality, put them in the team, because development not working. They're talking about development. How much years they're talking about development? We don't even have a proper JFF don't even have proper in a field, or a proper academy or something where they can say, well, let's feed the best of the best, put them in this area, and then work with these players, follow the players, you know, get to know the players. If the players sick, call them and say what's up. From what I'm hearing, that GFF don't keep up with the players, because remember, even Tapper as a coach said, "Oh, I don't talk to the players." Right? How can you be a head coach and don't talk to all your players and leaving it up to somebody else? You are the head coach. If you are the head coach, you're supposed to be in tune with all your players. So this can't keep happening, people. We can't have this keep happening, GFF. We need to look at it, but on a progression, right? Look at the players you have, figure out who we're gonna keep and who we don't want, right? Be straightforward, be transparent, tell the players, look, at this point, we're not going with you, but If you go and work hard and put in the numbers, we can re look at your performance and get you back in the side. But for now, you know, we're going to part ways. We'll go a different direction, right? But they're not doing that because it's like the relationship. Some kind of the relationship is not there between the administration and the players. So when the players come, you want the players to give your heart, you know, the, on the pitch, and the JFF and the organization is not giving their heart to the players. So it's a two-way street, right? You can't just expect everything from the players, and when the players coming in, you know, they're sitting in limbo in airport for DR2, these kind of issues, and bus traveling and they're stopping to buy TV and all them stuff in it. So these are the things that the players look at and say, well, this place is so dysfunctional. And then you're going to ask about commitment. People only get committed to something that is of value, right? If you have your spouse, right, and you realize that your spouse cheating on you and they're not doing what they're not allowed to do, you're going to move on and go somewhere else, right? So it's the same. It's a relationship, and the relationship has to go both ways. It's 100%. It's not 50-50. It's 100% players, 100% administration, and together you form 200%, right? So we get more value out of what we have. You know what I mean, JD?
Yeah, yeah, agreed,
Mhm.
agreed. Um, uh, that's the same thing I was actually looking at. When I said if the players them, if you want the players them, or if you don't want the players them, be transparent. But what I want to say, if you're having this plan now, and you might find the what you would say the talent identifier, and they have said that okay, you want to make sure you have a blend between the locals and the foreign guys. And if that's the case, you want to go. You don't believe that the foreign guys alone can do it, and then you put additional locals on it. You don't believe in that one. Tell the people them that you don't believe that they can qualify, and then you start make some longer sets goals, and you start work to those longer set goals then. So if that's the case, you're going to have to give up certain things to get certain things in the longer run. You can't want to qualify now today. You can't want to qualify today and yet still planning for the extreme future with what you're saying you're trying to do. That is the problem. And it's not, you can't do it. You can do it because you have the personalism to do it. But you just believe that you need to do it a specific way. So if you keep on wanting this specific type of way, it simply means you have to go more long term because clearly it's not working. And if you get the talent identifier and they said, yo, this can't work, bro, you have to just go for a longer goal, a longer aim, and just realize, all right, then maybe Damien Lowe's 4 more years, 5 more years, 6 more years. That can't work then because we have to not think about the 2026, but the 2030 World Cup. Then we have to think about the 2030 World Cup. You get me? Because clearly the talent that we have, maybe King them and those guys are going to reach at that level by the time when we want to do what we want to do. That's what you have to think, because you
Yeah, yeah,
can't.
yeah. You have to make some hard decisions. I agree
Yeah,
with JD.
yeah,
Yeah,
because look, you're going to go in the campaign, spend a barrage of money, and then you don't have confidence in it. It makes no logical sense. Then don't do it then. Try and just go through the phase like other teams, going through the phase as other teams, and said, okay, if we qualify through this, we qualify through this. But I'm not gonna push so much everything in my every at in this one basket. I'm gonna take my time and prepare for this one. Make me spend the money on development a little bit more on these players to get at the level, and then I attack it the next 4 years. If you think that if you because you keep on still saying that you want to do it the 1998 way and you don't have the players, so it's going to take 4 or 5 years for the players to develop. So you have to be thinking on a long preparation thing, which is not in the next 4 years, because I don't think in 2 years we're going to have a strong enough local squad to do what we said we want to do. You get me? Yeah, I know it's self interest, but that's what they said they want to do, and that's what they're aiming for. You understand me? Because Mr. Schaefer's and those guys, that's what they brought to him. and him gave them a solution. That's the difference, you know. They brought that to him. You remember, I've always said, out of sight, out of mind, and Warren.
Yeah,
So yeah,
but one, yeah, JD, not to break it, but going on that the whole development and time and all that. How come GFF just notice, or Mr. Speed just know that we need coaching badges and coaching but people with high level coaching badges? Why this just starting now? This should be going on from a long time. We should have enough. We should have had A license coaches in already in the country, right? We hardly have any A license coaches, So this has been poor planning. That's why I said there was nothing. These coaches come in and tell JFF what they want, and nothing has been done about it because it just looks stagnant. It look like we're not moving anywhere. It look like we're taking a step back. But like I said, sometimes we have to make a step back and say, well, we don't even have enough to get to 2026. So all who thinking that 2026 is going to be a walkover, and I may have news for you. If they don't do something now and get something straight right now, we'll be talking 2026 to 2030, before we can see something happening. And this is sometimes it's just reality, right? People going to say, oh yeah, you're not believing in Jamaica. No, that's not the point. We have nothing to gain on this platform. Nobody's not putting money in my pocket from the organization, right? So I have nothing to gain. So all I want is the best because all I am is a fan, right? I'm just a fan of the Reggae Boys team. I'm gonna love to see, them doing something before me pass on like Queen Elizabeth, So let's like JD said,
I'm
let's just. Hmm?
you, you always a drop them nuggets in and brain drain. I go pick it up now and say, what you doing? Compare yourself to Queen Elizabeth.
So hold on, if you have compare yourself, where you have compare yourself with somebody bigger than you, right? And you see that a problem. We can't limit ourselves, right? And as Jamaicans, we never limit ourselves. We always think we're better than everybody else, and we're as good as other people. But we need to work to get there. Like I said in the earlier show, right? When we thinking about the excellence, we're thinking about somebody when you talk about excellence, we're talking about Usain Bolt, who is the best of the best. And there's no doubt about it. Shelly and Fraser, you know, and be put up there with the best of the best. Sharika is just coming up. My wonderful sprinter from Manchester. She's the champion. So we have players that have reached that pinnacle, right? And football, we haven't seen that. The closest thing we have seen lately is Leon Bailey, and that's why if anybody talk rough about Leon Bailey, because he's the only one that can say at this level. That's why people get so upset when if you're gonna criticize Leon or look at his game and say, "Boy, you never do this and you never do that." But people, we have to get to this level. We're not at the level that a lot of us think, right? We can't even win in our own little federation, and we're in one of the weakest federation in the entire men's football unit. Women's football is a different issue, right? Because we're tops of the tops there, right? But we need to work. We need to work hard. Our footballers need to work hard. They need to show up earlier practice and go home late. They need to put in the work. And it's the same thing when they go to clubs and academies or to just to show up, right? And work hard, follow what the coach says.
One
Because
second, I can
like I
speak to
said,
the
them not do
um
that.
no, me attempt to you're talking, so it's hard for me to bring him in.
Yeah.
I have to
No,
wait until
let me just quickly finish. I'm saying if they don't go and present themselves professionally, right? I don't think JFF even have an image person to sit with the players, to say, okay, people, when we go, this is the way we want to conduct yourself, and during interviews, this is the way, because I'm not sure about that. Do they have an image person? I don't know, right? But professionalism is important because when you're in a Jamaican space, you can talk the way you want and give off the lingo where you want give off. But when you're in a certain countries, there are certain things you just have to hold a corner, right? You can't you can't just talk the way you want to talk, right? You have to know the protocol of the countries that you're entering, right?
Yeah, man.
Especially if you go into countries like Qatar and these places, that you need to know what the laws are, right? So all of these things, we need a more professional system, for
Yeah,
our youths to grow. You know what I mean?
yeah. Let me bring him in. Warren. So yeah, Carla. So good day. How you doing?
Yeah, man, good man. Big up yourself,
You
JD.
turned up. Yeah.
Warren, big up yourself. You know, you key that with me.
Bless up, bless up. Mm.
Yeah, man, yeah, man. Why, you see, all of this what we are talking about, see, the worst part about it is the JFF doesn't have the football at its heart. They just here for their own personal game. That's the biggest problem. So we can today and we are look and we are give them ideas and give them all of the good things. It's just not gonna work because they don't have the football at heart. Period. Bottom line.
Yeah,
And
but
so
but but
we
but but
get going for
Carla, but yeah, I agree. I agree with that statement. But if we're not here, holding help them hold themselves accountable, it's just gonna get worse. So by us being in this space and trying to help sway some of their bad behavior, then it's gonna continue. So don't we can't say it's not gonna work. So we have to keep them honest. We have to keep asking them the tough questions. Whenever you're on the streams, don't be quiet because a lot of times I see a lot of you guys they go on. There's interviews on different channels and nothing is being said. Nobody's asking the tough questions, right? Because a lot of times, not even the host is asking the tough questions. There's a reason why Mr. Speed came on here once and him run off when things get hot, right? And him don't come back because we're gonna ask him the tough questions because we want to see improvement. We want to see a one Jamaica movement. We want to see where everybody gets an opportunity, to
right.
strive because we're all Jamaicans. A Jamaica, I'm born. I left Jamaica when I was 19. So all my youth, all I know about is Jamaica. I know things have changed, but I visit the island enough to know that all hope isn't dead. You know, and when big business is getting
We are
involved,
going to good.
when when some of the big business is getting involved and fueling crime, it's a problem. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Carla.
that's why we know, man. These people, they're ruthless because they know football is the only way out to even minimize the crime and violence and all these things. And they don't care. They don't care. Period. They don't care. They're, I'm telling you, man, they're like the devil. They don't care, man. They're ruthless, man. I'm telling
So
you, man.
so so Carla, before because Neil is on
It's
the
a
line as
sad.
well. But Carla, so is it not good for we to still can put programs on and ask the necessary questions just to see if we
Yeah, man. And we have to, man.
because
We can't. We have to have
but
hope. We
no
have to
but
have
but
hope,
no
man. We can't just give up.
but remember you just said um remember you just said that a waste of time. But remember, sometimes when we do this, it's not for just the JFF the listener because we know that most of the time they don't listen. They don't act, they don't do anything. You understand me? But at least the next kid that's listening realize that okay, if it's through the JFF, I'm gonna have to wait for opportunity. And me might link with Mr. Butler them, I have no chance. Or if I'm not with this
Yeah,
organization, I have no chance. Or if I am with
yeah.
this organization, I have some chance. You understand me? So
Yeah,
at least we are
yeah,
here when I do Jamaican videos, it helps them because at least they can know that yes, if I'm with Cavaliers, Harbour View, Waterhouse, I have a better chance because maybe they look at those clubs a little bit better. And if I can't make it through there, I better just try to go with here, Mount Pleasant, and then maybe I can get a move, go somewhere. At least people still learning. Obviously, they are not going to always take what we said, which in regards to the JFF,
yeah,
but the
yeah,
other
yeah,
kids
yeah,
them individual.
yeah.
So when we do it, it's not
Yeah, sorry,
only
we might come off. No, yeah, yeah. We might come off wrongfully by saying that at first still, but you understand? We use the wrong term. But we all know, you understand, they just don't, they not have the football at heart. And if they have the football at heart, trust me, would have qualified for this 2022 World Cup. If then they have the football at heart. You understand? It's just too much back and forth, back and forth. And it's just planning. And it's all start from the top coming down and everything trickle down. So
okay.
Andre Blake, me I back him like 110% because what he's not talking about the coach. Everybody know that them are try to just twist it and make him seems bad, but everybody know that he's straight to the JFF he's talking. You understand? So I'm back with the players them. Although we know them never push out them hard, but at the same time you can't push out your wall when somebody treat you badly. It's natural. It's life, just like a relationship. It's natural as Warren said earlier. You understand? So
Yes. Understood.
tough,
Yeah.
man. It's tough.
All right
It's
then.
tough. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Big
respect,
up
big boss.
yourself, man. Warren, big up
Bless
yourself.
up,
We're looking at tea that.
bless up, bless up.
All right,
Respect.
cool.
All right. So yeah, man. Respect, big boss.
All right, yeah, man. Bless you.
Yeah. Neil. Big up. Good day. How are you doing?
Oh, I got Jenny.
We there. Just do the evening show wrap up things. So we want
Blessings,
to go
man. Blessings.
at least 2.5 hour maximum. So if we
Mm-hmm.
send link them to Cataract, him claim the same their space. So he wants it come 2.5 hour, we just click it off and go.
All right.
So when him come on, him just see not a soul.
Yeah, man. Bless up yourself, Warren.
And no, but we
Yeah,
just say
big up yourself, big up yourself, man.
we
Bless
just
up.
say look into things and I see say and I look on some things and see how we can actually make it to the 2026 World Cup, and based on what they must say of the methods of to say that they must replicate 1998. A lot of people say, boy, the 1998 thing now work, it cannot
Yeah,
work
man.
because
Modern
the
football now, man.
But but
Yeah.
JD, if you look at football now and football in 1998, it's a totally different kettle of fish. Me not like every time we come and play a program, it come like a cuss me a cuss or me a go and bad. The only reason why we can qualify for a World Cup are greed and bad mind and people at some club and they want to get them players overseas to get some money in them pocket
mm-hmm.
and they might use the national team for this. Everybody knows that. Listen, we have people who go overseas, Jamaican, who work in England years and years ago, and they left with some blessing when not a lot of country have. But we don't want to use it because you have some greedy old man in a Jamaica football. We are holding in the program. You understand? A stifling program for them own self-interest. You understand? Nobody them not really care if Jamaica qualifies in the World Cup. That they're not for them self-interest. Because if you have to qualify, you have to do the right thing, and they don't want to do the right thing, JD. You can come up 2022 and talk about 1998. 1998 football and now go work out. That's what I say.
Yeah.
And what the player say is a serious thing, matter. Me know say some of them I problem too, but what I say, you're right. But you see, enough of people when in administration, JD, when me see, I mean, enough other people can see. Them man they just care about themselves and them pocket. You understand?
Yeah. Oh, Neil went and all. Somebody take him off.
Yeah, one thing I want to say to Neil is, you know, what would be, a good alternative, because like I said, we have to chop it up and try to figure out. You know, because yes, we know that the man embrace some face with the whole thing about, you know,
Would be the good
local
good
putting forth local players first, you know.
what would be the
Um
good alternative? What would be the good alternative? One at the first, if we said we're gonna attack this window, we want to qualify for 2026, but yet still we want to qualify consistently. So we want to qualify, but also improved. What we have to do to improve, I don't believe say it's just inside the country. We need to step up the football only. We don't.
ex-
We have
ex-
the luxury to actually pick players from a younger age from now that can be in the team for next 10
true,
years.
true.
Then that would give us the opportunity to take our time because we might not have the money to facilitate two deals at once because obviously we are a smaller nation. So get all of the Eton layers them coming in the island from now and then try make sure you get a talent identifier, figure out the best youths them in the local system, get them overseas, and then you pick from that. So you have the CFAs them overseas. The CFAs them overseas, younger guys, the Kaim Paris younger guys. You try mesh them with Ethan Laird and those guys, um, and try blend them into these teams. Get as much friendlies. So aside from the original matches, them see who excels, and then match them with this team, and then over time you keep on transitioning out these older players, then keep on feeding in these newer players. So you have like two squads basically. You get me? And the
Mm.
more you have the older players them getting weed out, you have these guys funneling in. So you already have all of the talent them from now where you're gonna use the next 8 years. Anybody else would be the one and two personnels. And then people like Blake or anyone like Blake that will come along would not have to think that oh we don't have to change the team big time. No, because you don't need to change the team big time because Ethan Laird will not be 27 and just coming back into the team. He would be there from 22, 21, know the system, know familiar with the surrounding. So if he gets his cap when he's 24, he's okay. He's betterly equipped rather than just coming and trying to equip at 27 and then maybe get on farm at 29. You understand me? That is the best way I can see it work. If I'm going to take the stance of I want to qualify for 2026 onward, not just I need to develop the talent, and when the talent get good enough for Jamaica, then I can sprinkle some Englishman or some overseas players on it. That looks like you're giving up 2026 for
Mm.
maybe future gains. But you have the ability now to do both, and you're
Mm.
acting like you don't have the ability because in your heart you don't want
And
to have that choice, which is to pick from overseas, and that is the biggest problem. I think they try their best to not want to have that choice, and they're trying to look other ways. They want to only have that choice as substitute. So if them and the youths them fall out, they can use the English players them as substitute. And if
J-
the youths are good in Jamaica, then they can use them as sprinkler and the ice and the cake as
J-
what they have said. That's what they
JD,
want. As.
JD, you know, this idea of English players as substitute, I don't buy that. Because if they possess a Jamaican passport, they're not substitute, they're Jamaican, right? They possess a Jamaican passport, so they're eligible Jamaicans, right? So you can go and come as you have a mind because you hold a Jamaican passport, right?
Mm,
You know, there's certain things that Canada can't deny me because I also have a Jamaican passport and I have a Canadian passport. We're allowed dual citizenship, right? So there's certain things that the country offers that you can get as a Jamaican, right? As an Englishman, if you have a Jamaican passport, an Englishman can get what a Jamaican can get, right? Because you can go and a man, you go to so and so, and you go to a location where the price is different, and you produce a Jamaican passport and go, wait about, I'm a Jamaican, we are charged with that one. You have to charge him the correct fee, right? So these are the little perks you have as a Jamaican. So why should these ballers that possess a Jamaican passport be excluded from the selection process? Now
Mm.
the issue I am having, JD, is the GFF have a PR person that will connect with these players abroad who is doing fairly well at a young age, telling them, look, we have a lot of interest in you. Keep developing at your local football level, blah blah blah.
Yes,
When you
yes.
reach a certain level, we'll be considering you for selection. I hope you
Mhm.
keep us in mind. These are the little connections you need to have, right? Where you keep this relationship with players, right? So there's no relationship with foreign players, right? And even the relationship they have with local players, it's a selfish relationship because you're looking to sell these players to make money. So they
Mhm.
still don't have a great relationship, because if they had a great relationship, players like Blake and all these players wouldn't be licking out against them, right?
Yes.
If the
See,
GFF had this relation connection and relationship with all these players, all of these players are saying the same thing,
you,
right?
you,
You-
what I heard the player, one of the players them said, or three of the players them said, they said if they relied on the federation alone, like if they played football in Jamaica and then play for Jamaica itself, they wouldn't have had nothing. So they have to always prioritize themselves to get something playing football elsewhere. You understand me? So that means they're not even helping the guys, and they're not even giving them confidence to say that they have their backs. So all you can get
I mean,
players. No,
JD, how much of these players
no,
get
I
a
was trying.
birthday a birthday card from JFF or a call when
No,
their
yeah, but
birthday come up?
I want
These are the
you to
little things that
know
a
because
PR person should be doing.
saying if a birthday card right now, I want my life to be somewhat organized, because if you bust yourself on football field for years, bossy, your brains don't work sometimes, your brain no work, your leg no work after a certain time, your back problem, you understand me? You have all
Yeah,
sorts of
yeah,
problems.
yeah, 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 yeah.
All I'm trying to say is they don't have the natural communication skills to make people want to work for them and feel comfortable. You understand me? So as what you just said, let them feel welcome, but they're not going to do that. So what we're going to do here, guys, because we have to make it entertaining just the same. Yes, for you guys to smash a like button. Because I look, I can only love drama because we're here 101 trending and 60 at likes,
Yeah,
which I don't. But anyways,
yeah,
that is
exactly, JD. But
what,
like I'm saying
what,
yes, the birthday card, the birthday card might not seem like a lot, but at least you're telling these players you're connected, you have them in mind. Keep working at your academies in England, Belgium, wherever you are, US, Canada. We have you on the radar. We have you in mind. We're watching you, but it's easier for you to develop where you are, because obviously, JD, the development system is at a higher level where they're at. So stay where you are, but we have you on our radar.
yeah,
Just
but
just a simple thing like that, JD.
hold on, Warren. No, make it we are saying, Warren. But because
Mhm.
we don't want to switch the conversation, we just want people to know what we are going to do in the next hour that we have here, guys. What we are trying to do, because we are talking about developing, we are going to name a younger squad that we have now, that we think can matriculate into some effectiveness for the 2026 World Cup. Because if you're going to prioritize local, you have to can name some locals that you think can matriculate to 2026. No player will come on the scene this year and be ready for 2026. They have to be in the pipeline. I already noticed them so they can be in part for 2026. All right. So we have a good amount of players playing good worldwide and inside Jamaica. We're going to try and pick them first. And then after, we try to pick the overseas players. And we want to show the fans that you do have the natural quality. You understand me? We just want to show them what's going on. You get me? And then we can ask if the local squad they think can matriculate in 3-4 years to go at it. You understand me? Yes, I'm just trying to try and do 23 first and then 23 after of both difference. Cataract, if you're sick and no well, you don't need to dip on stream, brother. And a show off face contest, brother. You understand me? If you're tired and you want to sleep, why you not just stay in bed? You come on naked. You come on naked, or you come on and not sleep.
Look at how much ladies jump on the stream when they heard that cataract.
No,
We need to
no,
look at. Right?
no.
But
It's not that.
I had to join for this madness. So because I am just well interested to hear these 23 players that you're going to find locally that's going to be ready in 2 years. Yeah,
Yes,
the
we start from 2 years.
the
Start from 2
qualifying
years.
will
Yes.
start in 2025, right?
So we don't have to put it out there for people to see, and then
Yeah,
you
yeah. So
we cannot not put it out there.
I am I am I am with bated breath. I of course will contribute when you're ready to select a a a
All right,
possible squad,
in goal,
squad.
in goal, guys, we're gonna do our thing. In goal, you have to put back Andre Blake. I think Andre Blake. He says he's gonna play
Well,
until
you said young, didn't you say young?
no, but Andre Blake will have to be there to fulfill their thing because they're gonna do it that way. Cataract. So Andre Blake will be the first old man in the team. All right. All right, Andre Blake will be in the team just to be a space holder and help the youth them. So he's gonna be one of the old players them. I'm just gonna put in the old players them first. That would be around. Damian Lowe would have to be on this list to help them. Yes, and those are the two old players that I think they would use. Period.
You
Aside
must
from that, no pure young players.
Mikel Antonio must be in the squad.
It can't be in the squad. We're talking about local people just to show them the strength of it.
But why are we
Cataract,
doing this?
Stop
So
training.
when you say
Cataract,
local, Damian Lowe doesn't play locally, and
brother,
Andre Blake doesn't play locally.
we come with the show.
Born Jamaican. Born Jamaican.
Him never even know the conversation and him just come here, just a force we're not changing nothing. We are the two separate one for sure the people and the truth. So we are stick with born Jamaicans to see if we can replicate the 1998 madness. Listen well. Listen well. You take too much drugs every day, and that's a problem.
Yeah, but the drugs keep me alive. But you are perpetuating the JFF madness.
Tope, but King and Tope, you add back in the squad. And Javian Brown.
That's not real, brother. That's not real.
Brother,
That's
we're
not
just
real.
doing something and we are reasoning out things logically. We're gonna put in all of the players them, and you stop like you want to put down the players them. All right, stop. It's not look.
You know what happened because there's no Premier League football. The man never show back all of the game them. So you have to excuse me because I just watched Jamaica versus Peru for must say the 10th time. So then
All right. No, Anthony Grant can't be in the team. Anthony Grant is already 600, so he can't work. All right, you just try stop war.
What I have to do with it?
It's a comment that your eyeball them not open on the stream, so you can know what's going on.
No, because me just a hold my head because me hear Jamar Topi. I'm telling you, I just finished watch the Peru game. I swear to God.
So we don't care what you watch. We are trying to identify players of talent that can be in the national team locally.
Since you want me mad, trench coat.
Come here.
No, but how can you identify a player?
If you stop talk, I could have picked up the entire 23, and then we could have said, okay, this and that, and let me see if we could have worked.
I will mute my mic.
Thank you very much. You should have gone boy business. Big up Jeremy Miller. I don't know what is wrong with him. He might nurse soon come and you see him naked on our stream. I don't know what this man come here for. You need to stop, man. Take a week. Take a break off YouTube and just leave it alone. Eager producer nurse just joke cataract in her body. Yes. Yes. So, anyways, now we have Kenry Campbell. That we saw made a little move, so that simply means he might be in a location where he has better development. So you have to add him to the roster. All right, so we're gonna add Kenry Campbell to it. I think Romian, what's his name again? Romian from the left back. Romian Oil is his name. Yeah.
Yes.
And they have Romy and Blake, you have Romy and Oil. So those are the two that you're going to add to the defense as well. Well, with Kenry Campbell. So those are the individuals. And you have, let me add them on here because Keturah can go complain. We have to add them on them, all right? Romy and Oil. Oil. Let me know their age. All right, Kenry Campbell. Kenry Campbell. All right, so that's added. Kenry Campbell. Goalkeeper. Which goalkeeper we would add in it? Jadine White is one. We're gonna add Jadine White. We can add more. Jesus Christ,
Who Jaden White play for?
He's young. He's young. We just put
Who does
in
he
young
play
players.
for? Who does he play for?
Jesus God. Let me add the players them in. Give me the goalkeeper that you thought is good in Jamaica. We can take them off when we pass 23.
No, you just ask you, just kindly tell me who does Jaden White play for?
The last time I checked, Jadine White is actually Jadine White. Sorry, my fault. Wrong spelling. Jadine White. Jadine White in the team. It doesn't matter who he plays for. I'm gonna put players in the team and then take them out.
That don't play for a club. That can't start for them club. This is the JFF philosophy.
That's why it means in 2 years they might get a start or something, or maybe that's the best we have. So that doesn't prove our point, Cataract, that maybe the guys are not good enough
So
to do the job.
give me a local goalkeeper of that age who have played in the system.
The one from on it. What is his name again? People drop the one from Arnett name, so we can just put them in. Bennett from Harborview. So Benny from Harborview you want. All right. So we'll put Benny from Harborview. Just drop the players them and drop the position so we can put them in it, and then that's it. We don't want to hear from Qatar. Qatar now make no sense. JD, nobody with the last name Grant cannot make the national team as long as some people in the JFF. Bread back. So people want bread back in the team. All right, Bread Bucket. No, I don't think Bread Bucket can make this direct team because you have Jadine White. You have two other personnels. I just forgot their age, their names. I know that they are younger, and I think those are going to be ahead of Bread Rock. You understand me? So, Jadine White one, and Dennis Taylor. No, Dennis Taylor should be older. We cannot use Dennis Taylor. We have to have younger players. All right. Catara cousin from Man City. But that is a different squad. That is when we are going to do the next one. All right. Let me just go to forward. All right. Let me go to forward. So we put in Cephas in the team. Cephas, Daniel Green. All right. That's Daniel Green. Then we put in what's his name again? Paris.
So who's going to coach this team? Admiral Bailey?
Paris. Then we have Shamar Nicholson, still younger. So he used to be around for the next one, Shamar Nicholson. Then we have Leon Bailey, still young. So that's it. With Leon Bailey, who else we can add in the team? That's younger. We have Maggie in midfield. Maggie is still young. In midfield.
Judah Flemmings. Why don't you just,
we have Junior Flemmings still have a time, so Flemmings.
Judah Flemmings, yes. Mm-hmm.
Jimenez.
That's not if he's still does that if he's still flipping burgers in Paris? Because he ain't playing ball.
Jimenez.
first half decent player. You did.
Okay, so and then what's my boy name in the
Pearson.
Pearson, Christopher Pearson.
Wow.
Pearson in the team.
Wow.
Bushy Edward, Jordan Fletcher Young. Yes, Jordan Fletcher forward. Fletcher. All right. So we're getting names, man. All
He
right. So
scored against Qatar.
Qatar can't bad mind the youths them. All right. Daniel Johnson. No, we can't use Daniel Johnson. He's older. So give us some. We need some
Oh,
defenders.
all of a sudden, no, you can't use Daniel Johnson.
Daniel
He's
Johnson
older.
was born
He's
in
older.
the country.
He's
How old
older.
is Daniel Johnson?
No. Hi. You picked Andre Blake. So what
Whisper.
it is that you are anti-England. Because when a man born in Jamaica, you take him out of his squad.
So hold on there. I mean, I
You
put
are
up some
anti-England. You.
big nail.
We just catch you. Why is Daniel Johnson being excluded? And Daniel Johnson is younger than Andre Blake. Eh?
No, because you only have two old men in the team.
No, well, give me
But
Daniel Johnson. Give me Daniel Johnson. Drop Andre Blake and pick Kanaya Boyce Clark.
Daniel Johnson, brother, you cannot use people from England.
Okay. Give me Carl Daly. Carl Daly from Leicester City. Give me Carl Daly from Leicester City.
He has a passport. He's born in
He's
Jamaica.
Jamaican. He's born in Jamaica, yes.
So we already have 20. Look how fast we fill up this roster. And we don't have
because you're
enough.
just calling names.
No, man.
We just call names.
Look, let me fill up the field now. We're going to fill the field now.
No, but you haven't picked a squad. You left out Martin Davis. You left out Rolando Biggs. You left out Martin Davis, Rolando Biggs. So you are just drinking the Kool-Aid, right? Because players who are playing.
You know, it's a problem, brother. You know, listen to what I'm saying. If you had listened to what I've said, you know, we want to move.
We're coming up with the 23.
How strong the team can be. We are trying to pick the best set of players, them.
So you pick Christopher Pearson and now pick Martin Davis.
Yes, so we're not putting Martin Davis. Christopher Pearson is a central midfielder. Martin Davis is an attacking midfielder and a winger.
Mr. Speed has gotten to you.
No matter with it, man. I'm tired of them. Just go on babies, man. They just always try to look a problem with people. They will put in Martin Davis. All right, Martin Davis. I'm just trying to show you.
What happened to Rolando Biggs? What happened to Malachi Douglas?
No, not Malachi Douglas. What's the guy that went to prison for rape?
What happened to Malachi Douglas?
No, he's a defensive central. The one that went to prison.
And you pick Christopher Pearson. He's a defensive central too.
That's why I want him in the team with the one that went to prison. What's his name again, man? Ah, God. Sorry, guys. I had to say the one that went to prison. Sorry about that. Rolando Aarons.
Oh, my God.
We're going to get to this.
Jordan Garrick. He's born in Jamaica. He plays for Swansea. Jordan Garrick.
Angling. All right, so angling. So we already have a lot of players, man.
So why are you excluding? Why? Hold on. Let me ask you a question. Stop. When you start to pick local players, why you start with the man that we are waste man, right? And you have people who are playing. You didn't pick Giovanni Brown, who has scored 5 goals in 6 for Exeter City. You don't pick Jordan Garrick, who has had 3 assists.
You want me to explain myself? And you cannot stop it nice?
They're born in Jamaica.
But
born in Jamaica is not the criteria.
That is not the problem, Cataract. We just try to look if we can pick some players to see if how the squad would have looked for the next.
That was already featured. That was already featured on the squad.
That's try, Cataract, and you spin the whole story.
Already featured where, but Christopher Pearson only there on the bench. He never come on the field and get a cedar cap.
Please,
but he was featured.
Giovanni Brown was called up for the last international. So why isn't he the first name on the team sheet?
You love argument, don't? All we just need to do is pick the Ross team, yes, so big man, and then we just can move on to the next squad. Because all me try to prove to the people that maybe in 2 years we can't compete with other teams, and that's all me try to do. And you keep on a talk, and I try cause problems. So
No,
we fully
no, but I am calling the names of Jamaican-born
Okay, so
players.
when we fit the team cataract, people can say no, the person is better than the person there, but at least me if I put somebody on the list cataract, the people not gonna know what me I do until me put doubt. But you are trying to stop me, you take 20 minutes to stop me from doing me I do. And that's it become the problem. You know? No, Dean Fraser, the reason why I'm sending him the link is because me they tell him today so me I send him the link. And if me never send him, you that hear some have him up, him have me up on my bad mind and me this and me that. So me send him the link and then him say I come from doctor. And then all of a sudden him pop up in I'm house with the nurse. Me not understand that and a peer problem. Guys, please smash the like button, share and subscribe. I'm just trying to give everybody respect, local players respect to see if it work. It makes sense because
What does local mean? Clearly, local means anti-English because
let me
I am
finish.
giving you the names of two
All right.
players
You know,
who
you
are
know, you
born
know,
in
let me
Jamaica.
mute this spread. I remember mute this spread. I have to mute him, and then I finish the statement, and then open back his mic and him speak. All I'm saying, guys, I'm trying to see if what they're trying to do, because what they're saying is they have to get the local set a lot stronger. And then you can mesh with the English guy them. So they always believe that it's more local in the team, and then you put the English on top of it. So we just trying to test which one would look extremely strong over the next 2 years. That's all we're trying to do. Cataract is just a problem. All right. Yes. So let we hear what him have to say now. Yes. So Team Cataract have made my so Dean Fraser, I'm gonna send you just ask me why I'm sending the link and you talk about Team Cataract. You see all you
Yeah,
yo big waist yo.
because he wants to know why I'm being silenced because I'm exposing the conspiracy. Warren, you understand what I'm saying? Even
Yeah,
what I'm trying to
we
say
hear
is
what you
that
say, but
even hold on, let me just say this. Even when you try the JFF's Kool-Aid about Jamaican-born people, you can name 11 Jamaican-born playing in England who are young of age. And that may I tell you.
Yeah, but I
So
don't.
even if that is the criteria, what you need to say is we are picking a eater food side where food can be eaten off of the transfer, and then I will shut up. But if you're telling me that you're picking a team of Jamaican-born players, why are you excluding the 11 that are born and are playing in England?
All right, so TikTok came in and TikTok said, I have a lot of affection for him. He's a charming boy with great state of mind. There is a ground truth. If he is better than the others, of course we will call on Junior. Felipe Montanier. TikTok. Nobody come with a spinning narrative. Him already tell we say him not up to the level as yet. Him say it in we have that already. TikTok say you can't come with the foolishness. You get me? You cannot come with it. We know why he's not in the team, and we follow Junior Flemmings' progress. So TikTok, that is not me. I don't sell the false news over players. The man said the player is not up to the speed, and today two empty spot was there, and he never got a place in none of the empty spot. They brought up two other personnel. All right, so unless I you him a fool. JD, whenever you want to talk, press mute. Okay. Anyways, so we have a local squad here: Javian Brown, Topi, King. So we're gonna take out Topi and put Damian Lowe in it. All right, and then Kevin let me drop him in. Kenry Campbell or Zimenez. Which one? Any one of them you want to choose. But I would put Kenry Campbell. He can play over the left hand side and also over the right hand side. And then in midfield now, you would have to try. Let me put Paris, Cephas. Let me see. Daniel Green. Let me see. Shamar Nicholson. Put no. Yeah, Bailey. Sorry. So Paris. Then we'll take out Cephas. Maybe Cephas will be better than Paris soon, but Leon Bailey out here so. And then you have
True Bailey have played at England. I'll put him on the bench.
no, let me
The father expose himself, dog. JD,
um,
if you want some
always
transfer money,
have some. You always have something for secretary. Just relax, man. Relax, man. All right. So we're just trying to get the midfield. So Pearson in midfield with Anglin. So those are the,
Oh,
the younger two. And then we're gonna get
wow.
we're going to get who to play the attacking midfielder. Martin
Mag-
Davis. And this would be, we have a lot of bench players. We have a lot of quality on the bench as well. As you can see, Cephas, Whisper, Daniel Green, Maggie. No, we have to put Maggie in over Martin Davis. Because Maggie in the team a while now, so he might have the little flair. Yes. He said, no, I have Flem. You said his pre-match comment. I have his match comment before. So I did a video on that TikTok, and you cannot say this lie because we have it on the screen, TikTok. So he said he's not up to the standard as yet. He said the player he can deal with the physical side, but he's not up to the pace as yet. All right. Yes. So TikTok, no matter with the foolishness. We have heard already the statement. I am not trying to force any words. If him say him good in a one day and him don't pick him, it's a terrible coach. That's all me I tell him. Because no winger is there and them still don't pick him. So I don't know where you're coming out from, Big Boss. All right. Sorry about that, but it now work. All right. So this is the team that would go for the future. What is this? God, all right, so guys, we have picked some young players. Let me know how good I think this team would have done. All right, let me know. And over time, you would have to make Topi picked out for low if he's getting older. Then you have a few keepers in place for Andre Blake if he's getting older. You understand me? And
Thank you, Giovanni. Thank you, Giovanni.
0 out of 10. You see it? We are
I'm a
just
zero. I'm a zero. Martin Barker, tell me how you get 2.
We have
Not
Leon
only
Bailey, Shamar
Leon
Nicholson.
Bailey.
Yeah.
Leon Bailey. Leon Bailey would get you 1 point.
What about Shamar?
Let me just pull up this source where the man at top boy.
Shamar on the bench, Shamar.
Head of state.
I'm gonna pull it up on the screen for you TikTok just to show you because we did it in a video. Why you can't just go back?
Why you go
JD,
back with
leave that
TikTok,
alone. Leave
brother?
that
Why you
alone,
make the man them during the program, dog? Go and pick your
Concentrate on what
team.
you're doing, JD.
Concentrate on what you're doing, man. Stop making my people turn the stream.
No, TikTok around credibility, 3 days ago. So I'm gonna
Cardell Bembo. Somebody asking about Cardell Bembo. You see, it's can't eat the food. Peter Lee Vassell left out. Lamar Walker left out. Ay, boy. This here is interesting.
All right, I'm just gonna switch it for a time. But this is gonna take 1 second to do with TikTok. No problem. Don't worry yourself. TikTok, we have it here. We don't need to tell lie. All right. So this is it. TikTok. This is Friday morning. This Friday morning, Junior Flemmings trained with the professional team of Philippe Montaner. The Jamaican has been placed in the loft this summer along with Sedibi, Seba, and Tom. But the cards are turned down following the injury of Rafael Roto for a month because you have 2 personnels out. Yes. Was the date wrong? Arrived in January from the United States. Flemmings has only played 25 minutes in League 2 so far at the physical level and the rhythm. It's going quite well, but there is a lot of competition this year. In my eyes, he is a little below. Philippe Montier recently explained about him at the press conference, the same press conference with this man talking about, all right. So he literally said there's a competitiveness and he's below that. So Cataract, please explain to me. Webster, please explain to me, and everyone in the chat.
It is very easy to explain. Let me just explain it quickly and we get back to what we're doing now. Hold on, Warren, please. I know that you live in Canada. I know you live in Canada where they speak French and English, but let me just explain.
Jesus,
what the coach is really saying, TikTok, is that Junior Flemming is of Champions League standard, and he will not be wasting him in League R in case he gets injured when Toulouse will be playing in the Champions League next year. So the reason why he'll be on the bench for the rest of the season is to save him for the Champions League, because he's a Champions League winner. And that's why Toulouse was not interested in signing Ronaldo, for example, because who needs Ronaldo? You have Junior Flemming. Yeah. Let's move back to what we were doing.
So TikTok, please don't question our reasoning. I respect your TikTok, but you cannot disrespect the program like that. If we say that's a situation, I kept following the situation. The guy was not. So TikTok, please, if you have two of the main players, guys, they have two of their main players out with long injury. Rice out with us with a long injury, maybe 6 months, and as you can see here, the Brazilian Rafael is out for almost a month. You know what they did? Cataract, what do you think they did? They went out and get two attacking midfielder put in the team and changed the formation to a 5-4-1 before playing an expansive winger. They literally changed the formation to all central midfielders just to not pick Junior Flemmings. And then
of course, there's another reason, because obviously they are afraid that Junior Flemmings' buyout clause is not high enough, so that if he plays, they're afraid that Manchester United would come in for him and buy him out. So it's best to keep him not even on the bench, but off the team totally, out of the reach of Manchester United. Okay? Good. Can we get back to the 23 local players?
Can you come back and tell me sorry, TikTok? Can you come back and tell me sorry?
He's not going to say it.
You want a man to come tell him sorry? Yeah, we'll fax it out.
Let me move up to
so the people are asking, why is Lamar Walker not in the team? Peter Lee Vassell.
Lamar Walker, Peter Lee Vassell. We need to add them to the team as well.
And CFS. Not CFS, sorry. Cardell Bembo. They're asking.
Bembo is not older, man. So Bembo it will be a little bit older, you know. Walker. And who again?
Peter Lee Vassell. Just pick people. Just pick them. I mean, come on. And what Malachi Douglas, you chose to promote Christopher Pearson at the expense of Malachi Douglas. So it's clear that you're biased against rural footballers.
Jesus, guy. Skeptic said he saw an interview and a man said Peter Lee better than Roof. Boy, I don't know. I'm not going to entertain that one. Boy, I don't know. Bembo is older but talented. Okay, all we were trying to do, guys, just to see if we can pick a local team that can compete at the highest level. Guys, what
for 2026?
All right, so this is the team that we have in, guys. I'm gonna pull up our next roster here. This is a team that we have to work with. I'm gonna let me just make the names them stay like this so you can see it. When it's bigger, the names them you can see it. So these are the names that we have. We're gonna pull up other squads and show you what they have at a younger age to qualify. So when we are talking about the Walkers, the Peter, the Anglin, Davis, and everything, we're gonna see what America has, because it's better when we do it like that. At least you can understand how tough it's going to be.
America doesn't have to qualify.
No. Cataract, relax now. I'm just going to show them what they have. You understand me? So if we are going to give away this 2026 World Cup, we have to put them in 30 just the same. What is wrong with the Cataract? You think we don't plan out our streams before we come here?
No, because I see you gone with TikTok and Judah Flemming.
No, that is when war
comes
with, that is when war. We're TikTok gone. TikTok not comment again? I can't believe this.
Then they'll come and divert the program and cut.
Yeah, but we're back.
The madness, you know.
So guys, look at the players them that America has at earlier age then. Earlier. We want to look at the one them below 24. All right. Robinson is 25, but you have George Bello 20, Joe Scully 19. All right, yes. Yunus Musa, 19. Brandon Harrison, 21. Malik Tillman, 20. All right, Christian Pulisic, 23. All right, yes. Timothy Way, 22. And Jesus Ferreira, 21. All right, that's what we have in this squad, and you know they have some serious amount of other talents early. You guys need to read the article. The
How,
coach said,
how old is Josh Sargent? How old is Sergio Dest? What is CDM name at Leeds? Lord have mercy. Meditation are kicking on my brain. Our CDM our buy. He's 20, like, not older than 25.
let me put it. My boy Tyler Adams, you're talking. Tyler
Yes,
Adams.
yes.
Tyler Adams, yeah. Yeah, but I'm saying all of them early. So these are the personnel that we are going to be fighting with. So when we are coming here to say that and if you go to Mexico, it's the same thing. The same thing. You have talent in Mexico earlier, and Costa Rica. You guys said Costa Rica is old. Well, they teach us a lesson in the under 20 what they have to come, and they have a load of young players from 18 to 23 that are quality players going overseas. So we need to do a deep dive on Costa Rica team. Panama, maybe Panama might drop in the next window. So we don't know, but more than 4 teams will have consistent talents pumping through. Even 80 has consistent talent pumping through. I think 80 will come back on the bounce. Trinidad might have a chance to come back on the bounce as well. So we have to be careful. Oh, it's El Salvador. So we have to be careful. Reina 19. We have to be very much careful what we jump and said we are going to do. So this 1998 philosophy, I don't think will work, because if you look at the quality, how good they are going to get to compete with these guys over the next 2-3 years. You know, some of them might be good enough to come in the team. That is true, but I don't think you can predominantly rely on them to go forward. You know. Yes, because he was not named here, but I know Reina. 100%. Yes, so Cataract, sorry about that. TikTok says here,
Jesus, God,
you
my
guys
face
need
is up.
to read the article. The coach said Flemmings' rhythm isn't as good as he would like, but the season is long, meaning that he can come in to the squad later. Flemmings came in late, but I'm saying
Late
TikTok,
where?
you
Came in
don't
late
listen to
where?
TikTok.
He's been there since January.
No, but in TikTok, not listening to TikTok, the
No,
next
no,
two
but hold on, hold on. JD, please. Make we just stick to what we're doing because all of us know football. Do you know how bad you have to be for a coach to make a negative comment about you? A player? You have to be that bad. The only thing that's left for him to say is Judah Fairman is rubbish. Coaches do not make negative comments about players. You go back and look, listen to all those interviews in EPL, etc. They sidestep the question, or they put it on something. But for them, you know what rhythm means? Rhythm means, up to speed with the game. Make it. What's rhythm? What about the trap dance all? This what they call rhythm. It meaning no good. That's what it means. So until he improves himself and gets into the squad, you can stay there just bringing up things. Coaches, international coaches, do not criticize players and players' abilities. They don't do it unless it must be a crazy frustration.
But what the guy said here, he said at the physical level, Cataract, I don't know what is, unless he's speaking direct French and it's an error in the translation. But it
Right.
says here,
So it's
Cataract,
error
at
in a translation.
just
Yes, yes.
relax. It said at the physical level and in the rhythm, it's going quite well. So he said it's going quite well. So the physical level he has, which is a physical player, and the rhythm of the player is okay. But and he said, but there is a lot of competition this year. In my eyes, he is a little below the competition, so he's not in the same league as the other players. Them.
It's not good
That's
like
what
the
they're
next man
saying.
then. It's not
Yes,
good like the next man.
so
Uh,
he's giving
Over.
so TikTok is giving you he's giving Junior Fleming's credit. He's saying that physically and in the rhythm is okay. That's what it's saying. So read it. It's going quite well. So he's getting to that level. But the competitions that's there, he's just not at their level. So just like how we always said to put things in context, that's what these guys did. So he's an okay player and he's doing good things, but the other people that is in front of him. Maggie is a very good player. You said he's technical and everything, but the other attacking midfielders are technical. So that means they picked him over them. They picked them over him. You understand me? Maggie was starting. And then now they brought in back the next one that's coming off injury, and one came in that they bought, and Maggie is not in the squad anymore. At least for this one. I don't know if he will come back in after the next game. You get me? So TikTok, stop twist the conversation, TikTok, because you're saying things what the man not saying, and we have it on the screen, and everyone else can read it. And you're going to tell me that the man said he's not up to, he's not in rhythm.
JD, don't you gotta make people say it's translation in a French, Gaelic. The translation is a lot. So Jordan Flemmings is a top footballer. He just never saw him, and that's why. He needs new glasses, the coach, and when he gets his glasses, he'll see Judah Fleming and bring him into the team. Can we get back to picking the squad? Because you divert the whole stream based on one madman. We are coming here for PR. And you know it's a GFF.
All right. So, anyways, no. So this is what we had for the under 20. For the local, the full local squad. Nobody from England or nobody that's born in England in the team. This is how we might would have shaped up in for the next 2 years.
So you're really picking Tyree McGee over Daniel Johnson?
Yes, because that's at the
Wow.
local. Every coach I got pick him over Daniel Johnson. Them already pick him over Daniel Johnson in the main team.
No, you just pick him over Daniel Johnson.
I never pick nobody. I talked about in the next 4 years. Daniel Johnson will be how much in the next 4 years? 30 odd.
Yes, but how old will be Damian Lowe?
He's
How
gonna
old
be
will be Damian Lowe?
and Topi would come in, and then Andre Blake would be phased out, and Jedi White will come in.
So you pick Jaden White over Carl Daly, who is at Leicester City. Wow.
So why you just put them in Cataract? You keep on attack. You just
Wow.
your life. Warren. In life, Cataract does live for war. Even in a make no sense war, he might try choose war because we are here doing is just within a reason, And this man a try find everything for fight. If you want a player in, you tell we a player in. But let we go to the the full English team now, where them say cannot be possible. We're gonna name 23 English players that we know connected to Jamaica. Is that possible, Cataract?
Absolutely.
All
And
right. So
I don't even need to go below the Premier League.
All right, so we're going to name the 23 players and then show the personnel them because hope you guys saw it. Let me pull it back again. Let we name the players them that we had in the listing: Andre Blake, Damian Lowe, King, Kenry Campbell, Javian Brown, Maggie, Pearson, Anglin, Shamar Nicholson, Leon Bailey, Paris, Jadine White, Topi, Zimenez, Ramon Oil, something like that. Martin Davis, Flemmings, Daniel Green, Roland Arons. He got himself in it, even though he's more English. Peter Lee Vadsel, Douglas, Cephas, Fletcher. All right, that's the amount of players we put in. Like what? 12. Yes, 23 players we got in the team, and that's what we had. And people said it wouldn't work. We wouldn't go nowhere with that. So we are gonna.
No, people said 0. 0 out of 10. The highest score you got was 2.
All right, so let me name the keeper. Who you would have for your keeper? Let me write them down while I go. The keeper, Boyce Clark, 1. Boys Clark would be one of
Connor, Bryce Clark, Corey Adai.
All right, Boys Clark.
And I'm picking people who have. I'm sticking people who have passports first
Yes,
and
man. Yes,
who
man. Yes, man.
express interest, right? Corey
Adai.
Adai. Right.
Oh, that's spelled Addoi. Yes, I think that's how it's spelled. Yes, Adai. And then the third keeper would be my boy, right? What's his name again? From QPR.
No.
You're not
My
picking
third,
him?
no.
Barnes.
My third keeper would be True Grant,
True
Manchester
Grant?
City.
Cataract say you're really picking true. You know, say me see why you miss a speed them have problems. So on there. Dennis Barnes that do not brother Barnes.
Dylan Barnes has been released from his club. I'm not
So
picking nobody. I'm not picking anybody that not in a club.
True Grant are 5 years old. 5 literal years old. He's not going in the team.
Remember, you was too old for other.
He's not going in the team. Barnes going in the team. He's not going.
No, I am not doing that. No, you have picked your team, so relax. Because I'm not picking anybody who is not at a club.
Oh, true,
Right?
true.
How old is True Grand?
How old is
16.
he? 16. So he'll be 18 years old in 2 years' time when the qualifiers start.
This is for 2026, so he'll be what, 22? 20.
No. He'll be 18.
For 2026, he'll be 20.
No, he's 16 now.
Guys, we're going. Guys, Barnes are true grand. We have Connor Boys Clark and we have Ada in the team. Barnes are true grand. Let me get 20 comments, guys. Barnes are true grand. I went for Barnes. Barnes would be the experienced one out of all of them. So
Barnes will be
Barnes,
the one without the club.
catch
Barnes
up.
will be
Look here, let the people them say them. Guys, Barnes are true grand. 2-year-old true grand. Remember that when you factor the team. True grand Kai a sellout. We know you're gonna say anything with Cataract say. All right, so true grand. Oh my god. I know the real grand. We're 100 years old, you know, guys. Actual the 2 baby-year-old grand, you know.
The people saying Grant. The people never say Grant. The whole place has said Grant. In
Oh
Grant
my
we trust. Good.
this is terrible, yo. Let me just put
Grant
in
to
this
the word. Grant times 10.
Well, Barnes lose out then, JD.
Not one of them
True,
grand.
True
I
Grand
am
would be the
No,
True Grand would be
Jabari, he
the
does
young
not look
player.
like 16. That is why Mr. Speed came and lied and said I was trying to get a 20-year-old player into the other 20 who was 16 at the time.
Guys, make sure to smash the like button, share, and definitely subscribe to the channel. Come on, man, get to past 100. At 2 hours a year, we pass 100 likes. We don't care, JD Grant. We will. Okay, it's okay. It's all right. So now people go take analysis for joke like TikTok telling me a fantasy team we are pick.
Yes,
This
TikTok.
is some fantasy you team.
But
All right.
guess who is not picking a fantasy team? The coach of Toulouse. That's who's not picking a fantasy team.
All right, so God, go for Barnes. Respect Barnes. Respect God. Big up, big boss. Anyways, now let we go for some more overseas players. Who else you put in the team?
We're going left back.
Yeah, left back. Amari
Amari Bell.
Bell. He will be in there.
Yeah.
Amari Bell.
If you're honestly telling me Amari Bell, but the man went for Jamaican born and never even picked Nathan Ferguson to Redbone.
No, the man did not play Jamaica, brother.
Maybe they not played. Oh, Jamaican born.
That's right. Let's continue. Let us put the team together. I'm like, why you don't show me so Michael Garden said Barnes. All right. So Michael Garden, where all are you guys, there, man?
So just two. Stop. We move past goalkeeper, you lose. Next. Left back. Quite honestly, I would say
Gregory.
Tyreek Mitchell.
Tyreek Mitchell. Catch
Yes.
rock. Tyreek Mitchell can play for Jamaica already. One to Lambakisi. Lambakisi can play for Jamaica already.
Tyreek Mitchell.
Lambakini?
No, he did not play. He was sent home.
Yeah, well, him come to Jamaica, him show more interest than Tyreek Mitchell.
Tyreek Mitchell had indicated his interest. Was never called, and
No,
England called him up. Give him one cup. No, you cannot just pick up. No, no, no. I am leading this thing here, and you were not trying. How can you pick Lambekisi over Tyreek Mitchell? Tyreek Mitchell is 21.
Because Tyreek Mitchell never say I come nowhere. That's why people go say I run
He's 20. Jesus Christ. It's not a fantasy. Tyreek Mitchell is one of those who express interest in playing for Jamaica.
Well, a man come here. We want to play for Jamaica. Lambakisi.
No. That is totally unfair. So if JFF don't choose not to contact a player who has expressed interest, you're going to, no man. You're just trying to make sure that the team don't get the points. Tyreek Mitchell, don't talk.
All right,
No
Mitchell.
other left back. Good.
All right, so okay, so people go here 0 because they're gonna realize say this I go for big names, 3-1 points for hype of yourself. Pick Lambakisi. A Lambakisi I want to put in the team. 0 from 10 for JD local squad. Yo, the man. Anyways, Ketara, continue. Tyreek Mitchell and Amari Bell made left back, right back now.
Yeah, you don't get this one cap. Right back. That's where we have. That's where it's sticky.
Okay, Travis, hold on. Travis just said, JD, the man just played for England. Why
Yeah,
would
he got a friendly cap. He did not
no,
get
he can't be the team. Lambakisi are going to the team.
he got a friendly cap. What's wrong with you?
Lambiscuit in the team.
Brethren, the man is not cap tight. Don't try but my team get all 0 like you.
No,
That's what you are. That is what you are trying to do. That's what you are trying to do. And
Everybody in the chat
trying
has
to do.
Lambakisi. You're not listening. If you're looking at chat, everybody has a Lambakisi. Are you alone? Out here talk about Mitchell. The man
So
play
how can
already.
you? All right, Nathan Ferguson then. Nathan Ferguson. Tell me what you're gonna pick. Tell me you're gonna pick Lambakisi over Nathan Ferguson. Lambakisi now the senior captain in senior football. Figure coming over Mitchell and Nathan Ferguson. Yeah, mad man.
Anyway, continue, Ketchup. Continue.
Good.
You don't need to,
Right back. Right back is very sticky because I don't know the right backs that have really expressed any interest. I don't know of a right back that has expressed interest.
You have Javan Anderson. Is that right back that?
Yeah. Alan Origany would be my number one.
Ethan Laird.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a fan, but okay, fine.
Yes, but we can put in Javan Anderson, that is a right back and from overseas. Wes Arden is a right back.
Origany. Alan Origany.
How you spell Origany? How you spell that?
Argoni.
Argo? So no, Origany.
Yes.
No, Ari.
All right, you go find
it. Brother, somebody spell Origany the right way in the chat. Because this man I take too much pill, you know.
Yeah, spell it the right way. Yeah.
Somebody will spell it because you don't even know the players. Brother, West Arden at 20 yard. There and Anderson is pretty much young, just the same. Both of them can play. Origany. All right, thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jason Good. Origany is the number one choice. Number one. And then you can pick your number 2. Ethan Laird, Wes Harding.
No, I can't Google it, big boss.
JD, I said Ethan Laird, Wes Harding.
Wes Harding, because we have to pick people who are already there, you know, on the list. Wes Harding made additional ones. So the centre backs them now. Big boss.
Don't you just shoot people on my side, so. Ethan Laird. Express our interest. Public. Go on. Next. Centre backs. Ethan Pinnock.
Pinnock?
Yes.
All right. Pinnock will be around next. Yeah. Yeah, man. Pinnock.
You said experience. Ethan Pinnock.
Latte body here. You want to Joel?
I'm not really a fan of Joel Atiba there, but Deshaun Bernard.
All right, Nishan Bernard. A Latte body here played for Jamaica already, but
What
uh,
what about that U20 centre back from England?
I don't know. I don't know. He's putting players. You have so much people. No, they can't say King Leon Price because he's not in the foreign based players. Them we did local based players and King was in it. So what about Badley Morgan?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, man, Badley Morgan. We can take out Deshaun Bernard because he's
How
not. He
you
has not.
can take him? How can you take up? How you taking people out of my team?
I'm just helping you.
I
Badley
am
Morgan made
waiting
the team
I'm
already.
waiting to see Badley Morgan.
Badley Morgan
Come.
is very good, brother. So
No,
I
no, you are not just to shove anybody in on my team. You're not doing it. Deshaun Bernard.
Joel, Latiba dear, yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just
So
picking the players
so,
and
so
picking
I,
here because
I need a
you
fourth center. I need a fourth center back.
one, two, three, and then you have Wizarding can be the backup center back as well to make the fourth, and
No,
also
no,
you
no,
can
no,
add the
no, no.
fifth.
What are you talking about? You're not affair with the people who are there. Levi Colwell would be my number 4 center back.
Colwell, all right. Levi Colwell, all right. So Colwell in the team. Wait, sorry, they will change from Levi Colwell to defender. All right, so Colwell in the team. Yeah, so we need midfielders now. So we have a good amount of defenders. So we need midfielders now. Ravel Morrison
Uh,
made the list.
yeah, Ravel will be my team.
DJ.
Central midfielders.
Yeah, put DJ because DJ got Jamaican Jamaican pack. So
No, you never put DJ in a Jamaican pack, but
yeah, man, we put him in a Jamaican pack, man. We put him in there.
let us get the numbers there first and then talk about defensive midfield is a problem. But some people
Okay,
said John
CDM.
Russell
Yeah.
from
Mhm.
some people said John Russell from Huddersfield. Defensive midfield is working on his passport.
But him not having passport yet.
No, but we have some people who haven't had a passport yet, but who have expressed their interest. I would say Kira Anderson, Crystal Palace.
Or CDM.
Yeah.
So why we can't? Yeah, Omar Hutchinson, yes, Omar
But as much
Hutchinson.
as that CDM, me I pick CDM, you talk about Omar Hutchinson.
Come in, just add players in the team and then put your
No,
CDM.
I don't object to Omar Hutchinson. Omar Hutchinson, since you want to jump from CDM,
Bobby Reed, you put Bobby Reed in it for the next 2
yes,
years.
yes,
Yeah,
Bobby
man.
Reed.
Probably should be there.
Bobby Reed. But sure go did. Let me just put my laptop coming out with JD flap me in this.
Kira Anderson. Uh, Kira Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Kira Anderson. All right. JD catch Jamaica sound like Brazil. Spoiled for choice. What could possibly go wrong? Everything can go wrong because both
No,
for the
let me not say it. Let me be fair. Let me be fair to the players. Let me not take out Kira Anderson, put in Jordan Cousins.
Jordan Cousins. All right.
Cousins. Let me put in Jordan Cousins. That I'll be fair. I think it be a bit disrespectful.
You never rate him from long time,
I
so
don't really rate
we
him,
talk about Cousins, right?
I don't really rate him, but you know what I mean. They're on the thing, so I'll give
And
him
Jordan
respect.
Cousin, yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause you always
I don't rate him, but we just based on you now, me have to go pick him. You understand?
all right. Anyways, yeah, man. Continue. More midfield, less.
Attacking midfielder would be Uh, attacking midfielders would be Omari Hutchinson,
Yes, you have him in already.
Daniel Johnson.
Daniel Johnson can't go in it. He's a Jamaican in it already.
All right.
Casey Palmer.
No, he's not
You
playing
keep
at a
on
level.
talking when you see Casey Palmer play.
He's
See
not
Mackie
playing
play.
at a level for me. He's not playing at
But
a
he's
level for
playing.
me.
He's playing. No for that the Jamaican them never play. So that's the standard. So the man can still make the team.
All right,
Even if he run from the bench.
fine.
Look
With this
midfielder. Don't have enough midfielder. Yeah,
Casey
run out.
Palmer madness. With this Casey Palmer madness. Hold on there, so. So I only need two attacking midfielders.
Dr. Glass. What happened to Dr. Glass? Kevin Stewart.
Keep my broken. You don't know so they have a glass buckler Jamaica right now. They have a shortage.
Kevin Stewart. All right, we just put his name on it just to make it the numbers. Kevin Stewart, yeah. All right, so who else now? Cataract. We have a whole heap of name. We don't reach forwards as yet. We still need midfielders. We have midfielders play for Jamaica already. Yes. So what happened to them?
Where does Tyler Roberts play?
No, Tyler Roberts is a winger. So Tyler Roberts would make my team.
So Tyler Roberts in forward?
As a winger.
Mikel Antonio? I know. What about that?
Let me just bring in my laptop.
Oh, you're bringing your laptop. Please hide yourself because you look. brother, come up for the screen, brother. Stop
so much thing. So
yo, Cataract, move yourself. Yo, remove Cataract. You can't have a leg. Your body parts are sure, brother. Fix up yourself. Cataract, come off the screen. Yo, we take care of Cataract. We take care of brother. Fix your camera, brother. What kind of slut is
the man fight against my foot batter, brother. Me get pedicure, you know. What after that? What after that, brother? My G.
Come on and show him side.
What after that, my G? You can't deal with it.
Jabari said, "Me stream again." Oh God! Oh my God! No, I don't know. Where we get so much brother, let's stop the foolishness, man. We tell them put on clothes when you come up on the stream, brother.
Yeah, look at the foot batter and the brother say, boy, I tell you. All right, here we go. Yeah, the brother tried to derail me, dog. The brother tried to derail me. I like this in there. Kido Taylor Hart.
Taylor Hart. Kido. Yeah, man. Kido get into it.
Dmitry Gray.
Shamar Gray? Would you make it?
No. He play for Jamaica.
He's not on the passport, so why we have to go for them play when we have other player?
That people without passport.
All right, let's put Damar Gray. Which would Damar.
At least we don't do that talk today because you leave out all Mason Woolgate and Ben Godfrey. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't need them play. Wild Fantasy included Lloyd Kelly. TikTok trouble you. Look at us.
Lloyd Kelly is the captain of a Premier League team. Has Judah Flemming been given the captain's armband over there at Toulouse? TikTok, can you confirm? Or is just a rubber band them give him?
Ketra, come and continue and finish the team, brother.
Yeah. So that's enough wingers for me. That's enough wingers. Dwight McNeil.
Yeah. Dwight
McNeil. Forwards. And in midfield, I'd add Todd Cantwell to the midfield.
All right. Okay, let me.
And then up front now, we have to work with who we have Michael Antonio, Jamari Clark.
Fletcher. Okay, Antonio.
Jordan Fletcher. Oh, Jordan. Jimbala England.
Michael Antonio, who?
Will Michael Antonio be around for the next 4 years?
Jamari Clark. And these are people who have said yes. Who have expressed a firm interest that
Roof.
No man, I pick
Tamalo.
No. Stop.
No, I'm just putting in players.
No, don't put in players in the squad. Cameron Archer. Kemar Roof.
So we're not just putting Roof in the team already.
I mean, must say
it.
Kemar Roof. Yes.
Gray?
Andre Gray? Because we're past 23 already.
No.
We're past 23 already.
Joe Gelpard.
All right. So Joe in a forward then.
Yeah. And bubbling under, Kieran Edwards, boy.
But, we can't add them more players because we have
all of a sudden you're gonna add all the people in the Jamaica squad. But
there's 23 we get for Jamaica.
No, we still get 23 for the Jamaican squad. It's like here's some make up names.
All right.
And just one. Yes, we have 20. We have 23 already. So this is what we work with now. So Boys Clark in goal, Pinnock over the left, Balde Morgan. Morgan, you would put in the team.
I don't know what Balde Morgan get in my team. Deshaun Bernard on the right.
All right, let me change Kenry Campbell to Amari Bell so we can take off Kenry Campbell off of the list. All right. Who is over the right? Deshaun Bernard?
Yes.
Jesus Christ. Bernard there. Because I don't think. All right, so Bernard might be. I don't see him. Jordan Cousins.
Where's Deshaun Bernard? Because you had the foolishness with Badley Morgan. I will tell you Deshaun Bernard.
So why they don't add more? Hold on. Let me try and get them. All right, so let me add the additional players. So Bernard in defense.
Yes.
All right, so where's adding?
You're adding Wes Harding. I don't have Wes Harding in my team.
It's oh God.
No, sir.
All right, so we have Amari Bell, Badley Morgan, Pinnock. No, you said Badley Morgan you want out of the team?
Yes.
Out of the starting team? Who you want to put in?
Pardon me?
Who you want to put in?
Deshaun Bernard.
All right, so Bernard at the right, yes. And for the right back position, who you want to go for? And that's why I put Wizard in, and that I put Wizard in right back.
Alan Origini.
Origini, okay. Yeah. No, that's why you did pick him. You just don't remember.
I picked Ethan Lear.
Anyways, in midfield now.
Who you have over there on the left wing?
Amari Bell.
No, sir. Tyreek Mitchell. One of the one jugs, brother.
We complain Tyreek Mitchell and you say you change it into Nathan Ferguson. Remember, good.
Nathan Ferguson then.
Yes, so stop like we don't remember the conversation. The video is recorded, yeah? All right. So Nathan Ferguson. In midfield now, who will you use now?
I can use one defensive midfielder.
Yeah.
Who may I have there? Louis
Stewart.
Baker?
Jordan Cousins.
No. Who is the other one? No, we give
Stewart.
you before that.
Dr. Glass Stewart. Kevin
No, I did
Stewart.
not say that. You put him in. You put in
Um,
Kevin Stewart. The man I put in people on my team, so brother.
I know we don't remember no other.
No, I gave
No,
you the name of a player and you put in Kevin Stewart like you feel like. Casey Palmer in the team. All that drop in. That's why I can't get to pick no player. Because you're shooting man in my team like you name Mr. Speed. This kind of Mr. Speed behavior will not work.
why you know just pick up? Cataracts have 36 minutes to go, 33 minutes to go. Let me just pick a
You see
team.
the man I behave like Mr. Speed. When the coach a pick a team, the man just show me somebody that the squad and I give them a jersey. Me
Because
never
these
remember
players
that.
already played for Jamaica, so that's
God almighty. I would no man. John Russell.
no Winston. We're just trying to show something to see what we could do in the next 2 years. JD, look at the Jamaican people. People always forget.
We'll pick an all-American team after. Warren, we'll pick an all-Canada team too. John Russell. And I
John
don't know
Russell was a player.
yeah,
All right,
but
let me
I
get
would have
John
said Louis Baker, but so why Louis Baker out of my team? Come let's say Louis Baker.
You never said John Russell.
And add Louis Baker. And take out Kevin Stewart.
All right, Louis Baker. My God. All right, so you man, just find
So
a way.
starting would be Louis Baker. No questions asked. You want you play with a double pivot?
I don't know anyone you want to use. Louis Baker.
All right, it'll
All
be
right.
Louis Baker and John Russell.
My God, so
No, sorry. Louis Baker and Ravel Morrison.
yeah, Ravel already on the pitch. All right, good.
Yeah, Ravel deep line midfielder. Right.
All right, yeah, and then who in the middle?
Bobby Reed.
Okay, Bobby Reed in the middle, attacking midfield. All right. Jordan Cousins off the field. Left and right, midfielder.
Right side winner. Well, put Mikel Antonio in the middle of the park.
I take off Jordan Cousins, Antonio. All right, so Antonio is the striker. All right, that is sure. Yep.
Damari Gray.
Damari Gray. All right. I know
And
that's
right.
right, but I don't care.
Pardon me?
No, continue. D Gray. And who over the right hand side?
Oh boy. It's now going to be a balance between a tossing up between Tyler Roberts or Dwight McNeil.
Toss up between Tyler Roberts and Dwight McNeil.
But if you say
Roberts in the team? All right.
Yes, it's a man say we don't respect people that will play for Jamaica. So
this is the team where Cataract fine now. What we can use for the next couple of years. Torgat. We forgot Torgat.
No, seriously, I would have Blair Turgott in there, but I wouldn't start him. But I'd give respect to Blair Turgott. I don't have a problem with Blair Turgott. But he wouldn't start.
But that goes to show how much players we truly 8.5 Martin Baker. My God, on the wicked someone. Guys that we know how this team looks and all the players then that we talked about, you know. A few of them already play for Jamaica. Boyce Clark, Tyler Roberts, Antonio, Bobby Reed, Ravel Morrison, Pinnock. The rest are all fantasy players, that's what you would say. So you factor those fantasy players when you're making the score.
We were told on another stream that John Russell has applied for his citizenship. Right?
Mm.
No, Bailey's not born in England, Fabian Full. So he can't make, he could have made the Jamaican team and he can't make, but he's a man without a state.
No, man, Bailey made our team. I will put in Bailey. I
You
just
never
because
put
I
Bailey
forgot.
first. Is a man have to remember yourself if
Yes,
Leah
yes,
Bailey
yes, yes.
now make the team.
No, I forgot because I'm going to English team.
No, KY, I mean accept the 7. But you'd really play Taylor Hart over Demarai Gray?
Who?
Keto.
Taylor Hart?
I couldn't pick
No,
Taylor Hart.
man. No, man. About Demarai Gray.
Why? Morgan Gibb White. Jaja God.
TikTok said that fantasy team would probably fail. Oh my God, TikTok here. You know. TikTok Baker. Baker. I wouldn't think he's would be the best, but I think he would have functioned good in the Concacaf region. Ferguson would have definitely functioned. Pinnock has proven himself. Boyce Clark proven himself. Bernard. I would have backed him to function. Origini, I'm not sure. Tyler Roberts look like he's built for this region. Antonio has proven himself. Damar Gray think he would have functioned, and Bobby Reed have proven himself. So and players on the bench would have already proven themselves. So I think this would have done much better, significantly better. Maybe still fail.
I think you have.
What about
some amount of experience? But Warren, I want to hear your take on it.
is DJ in the team?
No,
DJ
DJ
is a man without a state. They don't want him in a Jamaican man team, and it's
So,
a man
so
of England.
DJ would have to be in Jamaican team then.
He's a refugee. They have a refugee team. We can pick a refugee team with people. DJ is a Jamaican, but he talk with a British accent, mate. So he
And layered over Origini. Yeah, in Origini are the biggest thing. Yeah, so
I think Origini is the man on the right hand side. Outside of seriously, outside of Max Aarons, who I would, if God could grant me 3 wishes, I don't know how many leave. See, but now put the alleged rapist in my team. Otherwise, I have Mason Greenwood. Ivan Tony. We just keep it jiggy.
Ivan Tony not playing right now. Ivan Tony don't look like him up for Jamaica.
So we can put in Mason Greenwood then.
No, man, you don't put the body in here. Remember, we have to keep it realistic. You know? Most of them players, it look more realistic and most of them players are already played. But we could just pick players who already played for Jamaica so people can see the truth of how strong the team could be. And it would have still be strong if we just pick players that already played for Jamaica. You could have filled the rest of
Wayne Squire, DJ and Bailey were born in Jamaica, so I can't pick them. That's what I was told. That's the rules. So we stick to the rules.
Most of the Concacaf, most of the fantasy league players are as effective as Bobby Reed in Concacaf, we would feel.
and if most of them were as effective as Judah Flemming, Toulouse would win the Champions League. How about that, man?
The war. Lamptey gonna make it. Yes, all of them. You know, I wanted to do a video on that the Ghana team, and believe me, the Black Stars that we were going to play in the Austria tournament. That's why I'm sorry that I never played it. We never played them because if they had defeated us, you know, Cataract. You know what happened? It's only one player alone made the squad from in the Ghanaian country. One. So if they could have beat, that's how I wanted them to play Jamaica. So if they won, and the people tell you that the quality overseas the matter, you need 17 people born in the country to be playing because them give a different. Believe me, I wanted to show you the squad. You would have laughed till they're dead. Everybody playing from overseas. I tell you the best
based on the trial, based on the outcome of the trial, and I would tell you honestly. But I put Mason Greenwood in this team, and Mason Greenwood would have started on the right over Tyler Roberts, and this would have been a devastating team. As a matter of fact, some teams wouldn't even turn up. They wouldn't even turn up.
Yeah.
They wouldn't even turn up.
Um, um, JD correction. The Ghana Black Galaxy. Yes, the Black Galaxies. Sorry, Big Boss. The Black Galaxies. Yes, and you have wait again. Yeah. Sorry, the Black Galaxy is the one that we would have played. That's what I'm talking about. Jamaica did that.
Okay.
Would have played. But the new,
the nurse is here for my
yes, man.
nightly injection. So
Sure,
I'll be blacking out for 1 minute. So
Yes,
please.
blackout. Blackout. Yeah, thank you very much. We don't want to see you. All right, yeah, blackout. Ian, Ian, turn off the camera, please, Ketra. I beg you. Ian, how you doing, Big Boss?
I'm going to pick a team.
Oh, you want to pick a team?
Yeah, and I'm picking up overseas.
Okay. All right.
And
So,
unlike Mr. Keterak, I'm not picking the team.
okay, you just pick a team where already existed for Jamaica, basically.
I'm picking players that essentially either have a passport or in the process of acquiring a passport.
Yeah, so all you need to do is just tell me the players and then we can keep the ones that we have there already, so we don't have to put in them over again. So which
right.
you have Boys Clark on your list?
Yes.
Boys Clark. All right, so let's write it down here. Pinnock on your list?
Yes,
all right.
Of course.
No, we have to ask. Pinnock on your list.
Fantasy team.
Cataract, make the man say, we have 33 minutes. We have 20 minutes, not even 33. Bobby Reed on the list?
No.
No, all right. Jesus God. Ravel Morrison on the list?
Of course, must.
Okay, so Bobby Reed in the playlist and Ravel Morrison in the list? My God. All right. This man serious. All right. Morrison. Antonio the playlist?
No.
Antonio the playlist. My God. Tyler Roberts in the list?
Yes.
All right, Tyler Roberts on the list. All right. We just pick up all the players, way mature, The man said no Bobby Reed, no Antonio. All right, so that's the one. So we get everybody out of him list now. All right. So Adai on the list?
Yes.
All right. So Adai, Badley Morgan on the list?
Of course, must.
Brother, no, we don't give attitude. Amari Bell make a list?
Amari Bell? No.
Oh my God, no, I must troll the brother a troll. All right then. So let me just take off Joel, Levi, Colwell. With your Wizardy, you want Wizardy on the list?
Yes.
Okay, well, that's surprising. Casey Palmer on the list?
Yes.
Yep. Oh my God. Kevin Stewart on the list?
No.
All right, Kevin Stewart. Roof on the list?
No.
All right, so Dwight McNeil and those guys are not on the list then?
No.
All right, so Todd Conwell, all right, and then we have Omar Hutchinson, Clark, Omar Hutchinson.
Can I just pick my team, JD, because
no,
I can't give me.
But me I try take off the one them on your list. Me I
Let
make
the man pick the team, no man. Make we hear him team and then you just add and take off as is necessary.
All right. Then tell me your list then, Big Boss. Tell me your list then.
Start with the goalkeepers.
Okay, so the goalkeepers will be Corey Adai, Bryce Clark.
Yes.
And Barnes.
All right, so Barnes in goal. So all right, so Barnes in goal. All right, so yeah. So we're done with the goalkeepers. Defenders now?
Yeah. Okay, so the four centre backs would be Balde Morgan.
Yeah.
Latibodier.
Yes.
Ethan Pinnock.
Yes.
And I'm looking for
Watch him stuck now.
Wes Arden.
Wes Arden? Yes, sir?
Watch him stuck.
Okay,
Yeah,
no problem. Okay, yeah, we have Wes Arden and on the team already. Yes. So we have the 4. Joel H, Pinnock, Wes Arden, and Badley Morgan. Okay, no problem. The full box them now we need to add in.
Okay, so Dexter Lambakisa. That's one.
Lambakisi.
What's the guy name again? Anderson. Anderson.
All right, Anderson.
That's Javan Anderson.
Javan Anderson.
And we'll be looking at Fabio Dixon.
Fabio Dixon as defender.
Yeah, Fabio Dixon.
Fabio Dixon. All right, it look like Big Boss plan out to get more pints than cataract. All right, Fabio Dixon.
And Greg Lee.
Greg Lee. Okay, put in Greg. Oh wow.
The man has played a League One over a Barry Bell at the championship. He had Campbell.
Yeah. We're looking at we're looking at we're looking for a team for 2026, not a team to play
but
next year.
Greg Lee and Amari Bell in the same age.
No, Lee's younger.
Okay, all right. But I don't want to buy much, but it's all right. Yeah. It's all right. All right.
So the midfielders now. So
defensive
Delano Splat.
Yeah. Ravel Morrison.
Who else?
Where did I stop?
Yes, Splat Kira Anderson, and Ravel Morrison. Who else?
Ravel Morrison. Then John Russell.
Yo, you see the man the wicked? Amari Bell had Greg Lee born in 1994.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said. I said it.
Had Greg Lee born in 1994.
Make the man pick him side.
I'll come back to that one.
Yes.
I'm. Hold on. Take out Lee completely. Take him out. Take him out.
All right. Don't take out Greg Lee. All right. So Greg Lee off. Yes.
But I'll still come back to him. So we have I think 4 midfielders already.
Yeah, we need 4 midfielders. Yeah.
Casey Palmer.
Yes, Casey Palmer in the team, yeah.
Casey Palmer, and then the next person would be Johnson.
Johnson? Which one? Johnson?
Which Johnson? He's born in Jamaica. He's born in Jamaica.
He was raised in England. He was raised in England.
He was not raised in England. This is born in England.
Catch right. The man put him on.
He cannot cheat. He cannot cheat.
You have Hutchinson as well for selection if you want Hutchinson. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Hutchinson.
Okay. So let me take off BG and put Hutchinson in. Yes.
Thank you very much. Thanks for that one.
Yeah, Hutchinson in the team. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 and you have 2 more spots. You have 1 more spot, and so you have around 2 more spots with players, 2 or 3.
We're talking about. So I'm giving the 4 wingers now.
Yes.
Okay, so
4 wingers.
On the
Tyler Roberts says he's on the field already. Yeah.
Andre Brooks.
So. Yes, in the team.
So Amani Richards.
What?
Yes. In the team, yeah. 9. So we have
how much is that?
So we have 20 players already, yeah. 20 players. So we need 3 more. Including the
Okay.
strikers, yes.
Okay. So for the strikers, going with Clark,
Yes, Clark is already there, yeah.
Keenan Edwards.
Who?
Who?
It's a Edwards?
Yeah.
Okay, Edwards. Edwards of striker.
Edward is getting his passport.
The man are naming players.
Edwards is getting a passport. You said you're only naming people who is that fan.
I will not. I cried a Fifth Amendment. I plead for amendment.
The man are putting names, so people, if when they see new names, it simply means
amendment.
All right,
I plead for amendment.
All right, brother.
One more player. Race Cleary.
Who?
Race Cleary.
Race Cleary.
Yeah. The other guy, the other player plays for Manchester United. I'm forgetting the left back name. They're for Manchester United. Under 23.
Cleary. All right.
Samuel Maria. That's my realistic, very realistic.
Yeah, but you need to start pick 11 now. You're starting 11.
Me know it's a Reese Cleary that have no passport.
I said players either started the process or have a passport. One title.
All right. Thank you very much, boss. So, you said that I feel here now. You just start with Boys Clark, Pinnock. No, you tell me you're starting 11. Sorry. And what formation?
So I would go with a 4-2-3-1 formation.
Yes.
Of course, Boys Clark in goal.
Yes.
What happened in the defense again? Pinnock and Latibody.
Yes, Pinnock Latibody. Yes. They're already in.
Lambakisa.
On one side.
On the left side. And on the right side, Javan Anderson. But you never put Javan Anderson in a team?
Yes, he did.
Of course I did.
Okay, hold on. Let me see who we get. Okay, yeah, Javan Anderson.
There are two Andersons in the team.
All right, Javan Anderson. All right, no problem. Yes.
And then the CDM would be Kieran Anderson. The CM would be Delano Splat. Then you have the Cam Morrison.
All right.
And then you have Brooks on one side, Splat on the next side, and up front is Edwards.
So Brooks on one side and Edwards up front, and so and Tyler Roberts on the next side?
On the bench.
Tyler Roberts on the bench. Who?
So who's at the next side? Who's at the next week?
Hutchinson.
All right. So this is the starting 11 for Big Boss Ian. Give you a rating for this starting 11. It didn't look bad at all. It looked like he could have done a Jamaica team for a year. Because it's a very young team.
That's 6.5.
No, I think it's a good team, man. Because these are
lack of experience in that team.
We have Ethan Pinnock.
I can't see how you leave out Bobby Reed.
That team comes to its maturity in 2026. So think ahead, people.
Yes.
Think ahead.
Yeah, but you have to qualify in 2025. You have to qualify in 2025.
Yes. So the team would have reached its peak in 2026. qualify in 2025, reach his peak in 2026.
And tell me how you pick Delano Splat and K-Roy Anderson and leave John Russell on the bench. And Splat has not had a first camp.
Do you know why? I picked those two? Because they are seen as wonder kids. And the reason they're called wonder kids.
Yeah, but you can't have so much picking and thing. John Russell is
Look here. By 2024, 2025, those guys will be big players in my eyes.
But you should answer him. Oh, you want to put a 5-year-old goalkeeper in the team, but that's talk about Pitney. You should have done
so much Pitney. And one Pitney, he was on the bench. He was not starting.
Oh, God. Why? I can tell you. Why? This true. Yeah.
No, and pick a 1-year-old. 1-year-old pick.
And then you come out and tell people, these guys are too young. That's why
I am saying to him, to be starters, they can't have so much pick up on the field and start. I know under 23 this. I know under 23.
Yeah. Big up lad for a reason.
You need a mix, yeah.
Andre Brooks, I know he's on loan. Is he on loan in the National League or is he transferred?
Who are you talking about?
Andre Brooks.
No man, he's at Sheffield United.
No, hold on, let me check that.
Guys, we have 8 more minutes, you know, because at 2 o'clock it come to them. You might have to get up 6 o'clock morning. You know, one thing with them show.
My team clearly have a whole heap of number. He's playing for Bradford Park Avenue.
But the fact remain that everybody can fight 23.
What right the road boy? He's playing for Bradford Park Avenue on loan.
So enjoy the evening, guys. I'm gone. Take care.
All right, big up, yeah.
Big up, yeah.
That's Ian. So guys, we have come to the end, you know. 8 more minutes you have to do, and then we chop it off. All right. Yeah, so Brian Burke, yes, he's just him naming his players them. But it goes to show how much player we truly can name.
You can choose from, yeah.
He threw off all of the main players them like Mikel Antonio, the Roof, the Jamal Lowe, all of them players, Jordan Cousin, Kevin Stewart. Then you go around the back, Amari Bell, the man that put in them team, Liam Moore, in the team, and boy, I mean, I don't know. A lot of players you have, man. That just goes to show.
Yeah. So basically, we're saying the choices we have, we're not taking advantage of all the choices. Nothing. Simple.
Yes. It goes to show that Jamaica have a luxury of players to select from and investigate and try and find quality players, but they're just not doing it, you know. And better if you ask, they can't ask the president because the president don't even know the actual players that may come from the country. So I
would have like one.
So, I'm not going to send you to ask the president. But you can't ask none of them were actually working at JFF.
The president didn't even know the reggae girls team, you know.
JD, hold on. Maybe wake up for that one. Yeah. JD, where you did today?
No, I just said you can't ask the president because he don't know no player. No player ever.
When the man called Tyreek evidence for company thing and they lift up Tyreek evidence number, I would have go on there.
Yeah, man, it's terrible, man. I don't know. A lot of names, not many.
Listen, Warren Webster. The only thing left for the man to say is, however, do that one Jamaica
serious thing, man. Serious thing.
JD said that the president does not need to know the names of the players.
No, but I'm just. That's why I said I excluded the president and said the president don't know nobody. We are 100% sure of that. So we are gonna move on to the other man them. The other man them know the local players.
Hold on. Just pull up and stop. TikTok. You get embarrassed before by JD.
exposing your lies about Junior Fleming. And Ian Campbell just embarrass you. Ian Campbell's team is filled with players who have their Jamaican passport or who have submitted their application. So delete yourself and your comment.
TikTok, boy, TikTok, big up yourself, Austin. So, guys, what you can do is smash the like button for us. Maybe you don't like this video a little bit less. You look at you like the war videos them and stuff, but this one is a good video. At least we get to check some other things, you know. And it's 2 o'clock now. Man's off the sleep. 3 hours when I get, you know. Peer 3 hours sleep I get, you know. And cataract.
That's up yourself, Jaden.
We're not going to put on cataract but no other short till him can find clothes. Him have to find a shorts or a pants. No work.
Brother, why you asking like that? I'll show you that. You can't do a nurse come in. You say nurse come in.
Guys, once you come up here, guys, you have to have clothes. Clothes is mandated. All right. This man every day.
Remember we have pick a refugee side. Remember the refugee and all.
This brother every day, man. Come on, he's a
good way.
Oh yeah, can. Shamar, this is not either. Is rock.
The man them big up the man themselves.
All right, bless up on yourself. Bless up on yourself.
Have a pleasant week at work.
I don't know how we can find madness every night. Every night is something.
Yeah, well, big up JD, the whole Imaxit family, you know, the whole family.
Bless up, Ultra.
This Jamaican go there and pastor. I mean, I love this pastor team.
No, they're going to come back on.
So listen, when Pastor Blake, you have to pick only players who are Christian. Like, go see that team there. So JD, we have to challenge Pastor Blake to pick players who are only Christian. That means some man will do like this when then they don't really score. Don't. So, like when they actually complete a pass, some man do a cross because that's the only thing they do for the game.
Yeah, man.
No, but let me tell you, I think you were unfair, you know, because you never pick Whisper in your team, JD.
No, I put Whisper in my team.
Whisper is in his Jamaican team.
I put Whisper in the Jamaican
in your team. Okay.
Yes, everybody.
Yeah, man. Whisper in our team, man. 100%.
So hold on TikTok. You saying that the under 20 players were playing for Jamaica without a passport? We need to have this investigated, TikTok. So JD, this is very serious.
Mm-hmm.
TikTok is saying that there are players who are representing Jamaica without a passport. So we were cheating in Honduras. My.
Wow. Guys, we're for free up the street. Tomorrow is the next day.
Bless up.
My lady called me and bad me up, you know? So you know. And some man and
then y'all want money.
And JD, you're the past stream with man without clothes. Come on, JD, come on.
The man with that. Man will have a private nurse. Holy God. We have a nurse.
JD, if this man put on no clothes, me gone in, brother.
All right, people.
All right, bless up yourself, Cataract. Another good show, JD. Bless up on yourself.
Respect and thanks.
Man. Stay safe, you know what I mean? Everybody, and yeah, man. In the week, we'll do this. I'm sure JFF will have some drama for us to
yes, and I have other things going as well. So
Mike, you know, tell the people it's Michael Hector. I get called up for your agenda.
I know nothing about that. So
I am telling you, 45 players have been contacted.
You're still live. You're still live. Don't put information out there where you can't back up. TikTok or record it.
I don't back up nothing, brother.
Record it.
But I am telling you, record me and I'll tell you.
TikTok take the scripts and post on reggae forum every day. So if you say things like that, so TikTok will be here to crucify you. Peace out, guys. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.